Beard from the Yank country, right? Go on.
You got it. Yes, indeed. What country are you from?
The fucking war planet, they call it Earth. If you want to be specific, the borderlines, you know, America.
You're from America?
Born in Nevada, raised in Kansas. And I hate the Midwest. Get me out of here. Too many tornadoes, dude.
Okay. Here, give me like 2 seconds. I'll get you out of here. Okay, that's better. Milan, welcome to the broadcast. Bill, welcome to the broadcast. Hammerhead, thanks for cards. Cassandra, welcome to the broadcast. John Flores, Heavenly, welcome to the broadcast. Stacy, hello, how are you? Tina Scott, welcome to the broadcast. Kenzie McCullough, welcome to the broadcast. Hammerhead, welcome to the broadcast. Brat, thanks for the hearts. Amberelle, welcome to the broadcast. Brat, thanks for the birthday cake. Yeah, so Martine says, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Capo, welcome to the broadcast. Jalen, welcome to the broadcast. Headphones have to come off because I'm like shouting. And yeah, I'm like really sure. I'm like being super loud. Okay, so these can go in. Yeah, I'm heavy because I'm very tired. My belly is full of food, which is super nice. So I'm walking like an elephant. I've been made fun of on that one. There was a minute when there was a tie back to Selena Gomez on that, but then that obviously changed. But good for them. Very happy for them. Totally fine, but kind of puts dead in my plans, professionally, not personally. But it's all good, I made the shift already. Things are good. And now we're gonna keep going. So here's what I found. But then you never know. You know what I mean? Doesn't seem like she really likes him all that much anyway, but who knows what he's doing. None of my business. Everybody wants a thug every now and again. I've been there. I've been the thug. I've been the guy that's not the thug. And give me 1 second. Good to see you. Good to see you. Angel, welcome to the broadcast. I love you. Welcome to the broadcast. Chocolate Bunny, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, when they find out that I'm not a government spy, all of a sudden they get very excited. They're like, oh yeah, no, but for being friends. I'm like, cool. Now that you know that I'm not sent by the government to mess stuff up. I wasn't. I don't know why people thought that. Probably because I was in the mix of what was going on. And they're like, they thought I was a part of the problem, but I was just trying to help people get stuff sorted so they could move on from their situation. And it worked, Chill out, move on, and now everybody's safe. And I feel better. I'm happy about it. There's a cone in the middle of the road. It's none of my business, but we're going to grab it anyway before it. Not sure why the Hollywood Partnership guy isn't grabbing it. Probably didn't see it. So we're going to grab it real quick and put it on the side. It was right behind that car. So I figured that's how it goes, right?
Yeah, there you go.
It's always as soon as you don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's no good deed goes unpunished. All right, moving on. Didn't even get to talk about what I was going to talk to you guys about. They did get me to trip. It only took a year and a half. It took 15 months to get me fall once. So I'm doing pretty good. But I need to wipe this off somewhere. I don't want to wipe it in my clothes. I don't have any napkins on me. So we're going to do this right here. That's good enough. Do the rest on the inside of the clothes. We'll cheat a little bit. Just don't tell anybody. All right. Okay. ID, welcome to the broadcast. Tara, welcome to the broadcast. Queen McKenna, welcome to the broadcast. Hey, how are you? Thanks for the hearts. Felice, welcome to the broadcast. Javier, welcome to the broadcast. Nah. Happy birthday, says Tara. Thank you, Gail Smith. Welcome to the broadcast. Dark Shallow, King Wood, welcome to the broadcast. Wernico, thanks for the hearts. Gomez, thanks for the hearts. Okay, now that we've had a hero moment, a fall moment, and I was smart enough to get a vape instead of a pack of cigarettes today moment, we're doing good. So the vape should last me about a week, according to the guy in the store. And it has all the nicotine in it and only costs $4 more than one pack of cigarettes. And one pack of cigarettes usually lasts me about a day. Now, if I were to choose between one pack of cigarettes or a vape, sadly, I would choose the cigarettes just because it's like a mental thing. But I need to kick the habit, so it's vape day. Claire, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the follow. ID, welcome to the broadcast. And that came from some birthday money because I had a charge for like $60 from the bar down the road when I went and bought beers and stuff. But it was during happy hour. So like they essentially, I hate to say it, but they tried scamming me and charging me full price. They got away with it last year. Last year I spent a good amount of money on my buddy when we went to the bar and I just let it go. Well, this time I said, you know what? I'm not putting up with it. So proud of myself. I put in a charge for a charge, well, not chargeback, but you know, what do you call it? Like to get my money back, however you call it. And so I guess, dispute. That's right. So I disputed it and I got $20 back. I was very happy about that. So now I got a vape so I can get my nicotine fix and not be like fiending for the next 2-3 weeks. And I'm also not smoking the cigarettes, so it's going to be better for my lungs. Beauty, welcome to the broadcast. Says, hey, birthday man, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Thank you. All day today. And I'm going to be making the next 12 days about me for my birthday because I haven't gotten really to celebrate my birthday altogether for, I'd say, about a decade. Maybe 12. I say, this is about 18, so it's been 12 years of not really getting a birthday. So 12 days of me is what you're going to get. 12 birthday days. Tomorrow I'm going to come up live and I'll be like, it's my birthday. And you'll be like, but today's not your birthday. I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's my birthday. And we're going to celebrate my birthday again and again until October 17th. I'm just not cool enough. That's the truth. Dallas, welcome to the broadcast. Fawn says happy birthday. Thank you. T1 fan page, welcome to the broadcast. Merkler. Sandra says happy birthday again. Thank you. T1 says, hey Jimmy, what's up? How are you? Now you guys see why I don't really do the matchups all that often, you know? Because like I do the matchups and then I'll end up getting someone that I don't know, like I try to do it, but it's just some people don't like, I guess they're not as social. And I'm really, really social. I'm not necessarily always sociable, but I'm social. Brian, welcome to the broadcast. JR, not Junior, welcome to the broadcast. Mir, welcome to the broadcast. Key One, thanks for the follow. How are you doing these days? I'm pretty good. I don't really know what to talk about, honestly. I'm finding that the less I talk about stuff and the more I just let stuff happen, the better things happen. So I'm also happy to see that there are some people that I used to see on the street. DJ, welcome to the broadcast, for sure. There's some people that I used to see on the street when I was living on the street, and like now I'm seeing them and they're doing so much better. And it's nice to see. Like I actually could get pretty emotional about it because admittedly I was holding them up quite a bit. And from what I felt and what it seemed, it was like they weren't really trying all that hard. And then I left for a little while and I came home and I'm seeing a lot of them who were on the street who are now nice and cleaned up and either off the street or at least keeping themselves in order. And man, does it make it worth it. It was worth it. It was all worth it. Every bit of pain, every ounce of blood, all of it was worth it. and now we got the streets cleaned up for the most part. Only people we got left are the stragglers that are actually like on the lists waiting for housing. So it's really good. But I'm coming up underwear, covering the backside, almost there. But I'm not going to be last, and I'm okay with that. I'm usually the one holding the door till the last guy. But this time around, they're saying, just because of my experiences, that I have to move forward so that I can get involved in the things that they want me involved in. And we got to do it now just because it's a seasonal thing. I can't start later. I have to start now. So by next Monday, if I don't have somewhere proper to stay as opposed to hanging out with friends and staying with friends, then they're gonna kick it into high gear, and they're gonna find somebody in one of the facilities who is like causing problems in the facility and officially ask them to leave. Somebody who has money who isn't really appreciating their spot, and they're gonna give me a spot. So that's what I was promised, and I'm hoping they're able to follow through on that. Mari Pasita, welcome to the Vigo. Josephine, welcome to the broadcast. Capasso, welcome to the broadcast. Demetrius, welcome on. Prophet, welcome on. Boy, welcome to the broadcast. So we'll see if this really lasts 7 days. I don't know if this is actually going to last a whole week, but we're going to find out. I asked the guy, I went into the shop, and so Mike's wasn't open yet. And normally I'll go into Mike's and I'll get myself a pack of cigarettes, and it costs about $12, which is really, really inexpensive comparatively. Like most places, they'll charge anywhere from $13 or $14 to like $16. And you go to Mike's, you get it for like $12 for a pack of cigarettes. So I went into this Ignite shop, and I asked him for a pack of cigarettes. So, you got Marlboro Red 100s. And he said to me, well, we don't sell cigarettes, but we got vapes. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I need a vape. Like, if I'm going to get a vape, it needs to be something that's going to last a long time and has the nicotine. And so he suggested the one that I got, which it might have just been a promotional thing. It might not be the best one, but as long as it does last a while for me, build a little bit of trust, I'll go back in there and get another one. Get one that costs a little bit more. That could last longer next time. Because the one he was telling me, he's like, if you get this one, it'll last about a week and a half. Not the one I got, but another one. He said, but it was like $20-something. It was like $27. But he's like, it'll last you an extra week. So I didn't have the money for that, but I got this one. So hopefully this does actually last me a full week. I don't think he realizes how much I smoke, so it might only be 3 or 4 days. But for an extra $4 to have it last an extra day or two, as compared to going through a full pack, in a day. Sometimes I go through 2 packs in a day. But when I'm vaping, it's not affecting my lungs, and it lasts a little bit longer. So it should be good. Toxic Hurts, welcome to broadcast. Guillermo, welcome to broadcast. Keo, welcome to the broadcast. ID, welcome to Vigo. Well, it's starting to warm up for the day. So I'm thinking this sweater's coming off because I'm about to start sweating. Ooh. King James, welcome to the broadcast. ID, thanks for the hearts. Other ID, thanks for the hearts. 101 goes, you are so cute. Well, thank you. You should see me without a beard. I just haven't forked up the money to get a razor just yet. But I'm thinking that I have a friend of mine who's going to be sending me some birthday money. So I'll probably get myself the razor that I like. And I'll actually shave my face. It's just about like justifying and prioritizing purchases. And like I look okay with a beard when I'm scraggly, but I look really good without the beard. And I just haven't found it to be a priority to buy the razor just yet. But I'm thinking for my birthday, I'll just make it a priority and I'll buy it. Because that is one thing every one of my friends hounds me about is shaving off my beard. So they like the youthful look, and I look like 18, 19 years old without my beard. And also with the beard, and I throw my shades on, it kind of gives away a good portion of my history. It makes me very obvious to have been somebody that just like did too much too often. I look old with it. So without it, it's like me before I ever left home, and that's what the guy that everybody wants back. So I'm doing my best to reacclimate. I'm doing pretty good, honestly. I mean, I was talking to one of my female friends about it. And she's like, well, how are you doing on a PTSD front? I told her, I'm like, to this day, the worst that I got now, I'm doing so much better. The worst that I got is that I'm afraid to get on Metro. I'm like, that's it, just from some experiences. So I'm doing really, really good. And for those of you that are worried about me, ain't going to be worrying about me anymore. I'm doing a lot better. Southside Bank, welcome to the broadcast. Chris and Trolley, welcome to the broadcast. But the battery is dying like super fast. So I'll probably have to go charge up again. Or I'm hoping that one of my buddies may hit me up. And I can just go hang out with them for a while. And also charge. But, I don't like just sitting in a place. I mean, I'll go and I'll spend like buy a $5 cup of coffee. And the cup of coffee is like the size of my fist. So I'll buy a $5 cup of coffee the size of my fist to be able to charge up my phone. And just like in the middle of the day. And then another female friend of mine, says she's going to buy me like a portable battery for my birthday so that she might get it for me. So I'm hoping she does. And then I could keep my phone charged a lot longer. And some people will be like, oh, you have trouble keeping your phone charged. You must be poor or this or that. You don't understand. Like when you live stream, your phone's always dead. Like it's just the way it is. Like if you're doing live streaming and social media, even when you got like a $1,500 phone, your phone is always dead. And if it's not almost dead, it's usually plugged into a portable battery because that's just the way it is. It's very intensive. It's very energy intensive and data intensive. So like I just looked at my bill. Like I just paid my phone bill because a friend of mine sent me cash for my birthday, and I paid my regular phone bill, and I looked at my data usage, right? And so for about 2.5 weeks of live streaming and posting, cost me about 250 gigabytes. So in a full month, I usually use a minimum of half a terabyte. And then when I'm actually, live streaming in HD, say on Instagram or Facebook, then I'll be using up to a terabyte a month. So like what you guys are seeing on this phone is I'm live streaming at like 360p, 240p, which is pixels. It's like very low quality. And I'm actually only... how do you say? I'm using I use 250 gigabytes only live streaming in like super low quality. So it's very, very energy intensive. Pooh Bear, welcome to the broadcast. Tara says, is Metro dangerous for tourists? No, Metro is safe. I just struggle with it. So for some of the experiences I've had, the bus can be a scary place for me just based on my memories. So like I'm still working on conquering those fears, and it's wild. Like I've had situations where I've had just where I should have been, in a state of fear. But I've just been, I've had the experience to be prepared for those situations. And then you could put me on a bus and I'm just like, I'm sitting there I'm sitting there clenched and just waiting for the ride to be over and trying to focus on anything except being on the bus or being on the train. So like I've done some good stuff. It's just, I wasn't necessarily prepared for the experiences I had or the expectations that were put on me when I was in those positions, when I was on the train, on the bus. So, we got it done, everybody ended up safe. It's just, I wasn't supposed to be the person doing it, but there was nobody else there. So I kind of just stepped up and like, let's try this. And I got lucky enough that we, got everybody safe, and also didn't have to worry about getting sued or something for doing stuff that I wasn't trained to do. Like if you have someone who needs when someone needs like CPR or something, but you're not trained in CPR, or there's always the risk of them like suing you for actually helping them. Well, it was just a normal situation and it worked out. So I'm just glad it's over. We're never going to talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about it, and I don't need the drama. So it went good. I just have a lot of PTSD about getting on the train, getting on the bus. Sandra goes, oh, I love coffee. I love coffee too. Me too. Coffee like keeps me alive sometimes. I love coffee. Bonnie Mae, welcome to the broadcast. Amish goes, gotta run. Have a nice birthday. Thank you. Have a good day. Victoria, welcome to the broadcast. ID, welcome to Bigo. Okay, so I actually just got a message from someone that I haven't gotten to talk to in almost a decade. I'm not ready to answer that message just yet, so I'm going to still hang out with you guys, and I will answer later on and let you know how it goes. But it's just someone that used to be in my life who I suppose decided that I have become healthy enough and stable enough that they would like to be a part of my life again. Yeah, it's not very fair. I mean, I never really made any disastrous choices that could, have people want to cut me out of their lives. But just from the industry that I work in, sometimes it can be very cutthroat. And I have people in my family and former friends that were never a part of the media industry. And so all they need to do is hear some sort of rumor or something, and it scares them enough to take a step back for a minute from me. But I think I've done enough damage control that they're willing to talk to me again. And I'm very happy about that. So, yeah. Victoria, welcome. Oh, that's right. Cassandra goes, I have 2 coffee machines. Where? You in your house, you have 2 different coffee machines. I have to say my favorite is the French press. Some people say that their favorite is the French press, but they're trying to be cool. But seriously, French pressed coffee really is the strongest coffee you can get, because you're doing it by hand and you can decide how long it sits, in the anyway. I love French press coffee. Leia Babe, welcome to the broadcast. Angel, welcome to the broadcast. ID says hi, how are you? Sandra, welcome to the broadcast. Lena, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, I tell you what, one of my favorite things to do when I'm looking for a woman on the street is, first thing I'll look for, this is a word of advice for you guys, look for a ring. Always look for a ring first, because the moment that you find out that they're committed to somebody, that cuts off your ability to connect with them by 85%. And the last 15% could kind of make you a trash human being, so you want to be real careful with that. After that, it's kind of just conversation. I wanted to tangent for a moment because the streets are starting to get full, and I'm starting to see more of what I like to see. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna take my sweater off real quick because it is hot. Very, very hot out today. Super hot. I would take my shirt off, but then I will look like a homeless person with the backpack I got, so we're not going to take that route today. Okay. I was kind of hoping to meet up with a buddy. I was hoping he was going to hit me up and I could have dropped my stuff off with him, so I didn't have to carry it around today. But he hasn't hit me up yet, so that's fine. He probably forgot it's my birthday, honestly. I don't mind. I would say that he's one of my best friends, but he forgot about my birthday probably because he's the same way as I am. He's always focused. He told me when his birthday is, but I don't remember. I don't remember when his is either, so I'm not sweating it. The relationship him and I have is so much more operationally focused than it is personally focused. So, that's fine. He's the type of person that once I move on to the next stage of my life, he's kind of hoping I forget his name. And that's fine, but I'm going to miss him. I got so close to him so quick. But it's whatever. I'm used to that. I'm very used to that. Slipper, welcome to the broadcast. I do. Have you gotten any birthday gifts yet? Well, I got $20 from Cash App. I got a free drink. And I got a free $8 drink at Starbucks. I got a text message from a friend of mine that I haven't heard from in almost a decade. I got a couple of phone calls from family and friends. which I'm super surprised about, but very happy about. And and I got to spend the night last night pretty much like by myself, which was very comforting to be able to spend time alone for like 5 seconds. Because like new people, sure, I could do new people, but like sometimes I need space from people that I'm close to when I'm stressed out, so I don't like, stress out on them, So William says happy birthday and thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I can't do it. Happy birthday. Thank you. Yeah. We're getting acquainted to the point where I'm starting to remember your names and stuff again, which is really good. I know some of you have been with me for quite a while, and now we're just getting reacquainted. But for those of you that have come back to me, thank you for coming back to me. Guillermo, welcome to the broadcast. Dallas, welcome to the broadcast. George, welcome to the broadcast. Shelly, welcome to Bigo. Yeah, I got this. Got a vape for my birthday. That shit is supposed to last me a lot longer than a pack of cigarettes, so, hopefully. And I keep the smoke out of my lungs, which is good. Considering I've been working out and stuff, I'm like, I'm hacking up a lung. I've only been smoking for a couple of years, and now I'm quitting, or trying to quit, because I got people telling me that I'm going to be getting certain job offers if I quit smoking. And, I obviously want those jobs, those gigs, however you want to say it. And, I'm tired of spending so much money on cigarettes too. It's very, very expensive. But vapes are much less expensive, and they're better for your body, better for your lungs. I know they say the chemicals are bad, but the reality is it's no different than smoking a cigarette. It's all the same stuff. It's just a different chemical makeup, does the same stuff to your body. Here goes, I like the colors of the vape. Yeah, me too. It's aloe grape. So it tastes like aloe vera. If you've ever had like the aloe plant, and then grape, and it tastes really good. And a word of advice, if you ever want nicer nails and like healthier skin, you can actually take aloe vera, the plant, and just take one of the leaves, right? And the juice on the inside of the leaf is what you're supposed to consume. You take the juice from that leaf, and you could take the leaf itself and put it in a hot cup of coffee. And if you can get, coffee that's organic, probably even better. If you can get like organic coffee beans, it's even better for you. Get yourself an aloe vera leaf, put it in a hot cup of organic coffee, and when you drink that, it'll go right to the body. And it's really, really good for you. GS, welcome to the broadcast. Demure, welcome to Vigo. Happy birthday, thank you. Good morning. It took me 1.5 years to say hi to that guy. Like I said, guys, I move slow, but I'm getting there. All right. Tara, thanks for the hearts. I had, one of my family members messaged me today, and he goes, what did he say to me? He goes, happy 40th birthday. And I go, well, you're only 10 years off, but that's okay. He's like, oh, well, that was a typo. Well, that's all good. Definitely not 40 yet. I'll tell you what, I hope to God that I look the way I look when I'm 40. My goal is to look younger than I do now when I'm 40. So hopefully I do. I actually do look younger now than I did when I was 20. I'm not kidding you. I was so burnt out by the age of 20. And then I slowed down and I spent my 20s, going a little bit more slow and just focusing on my health a little bit more. And I look younger than I did when I was 20. And I'll tell you what it is. The secret to it is it's not less stress. The secret is stress management. The ability to process your stressful experiences as opposed to taking on less stress. You just want to make sure that you don't take on more stress than your body or your brain can process. right? Now, when you're really privileged, you're able to have just enough stress in one day to be able to handle. Some of us, we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days worth of stress, and then you spend the next, 4, 5, 6, 7 days de-stressing. Quentin Smith, welcome to the broadcast. And I know I like stamp my feet when I walk. I walk really loud, but I'm not trying to. I'm just like, it's just what I'm used to doing. I'm used to just going heel toe and walking really fast. I don't have boots on. I don't have a lot of weight on the body. So I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And my legs are wobbling around. I look ridiculous, but that's what, like, my body is so accustomed to boots that I just, like, when I walk, I look like I'm climbing up a hill and my legs are wobbly. So I look weird, but it's okay. Toya, welcome to the broadcast. Mook, welcome to the broadcast. Okay, well, I gotta pee. Yeah, about 2 minutes. Oh, never mind. Porta potty's gone. The porta potty's there. Might be behind the trucks. Yes, thank God it's there. And hopefully it's as clean as it was last night. Because I tell you what, last night when I went into that porta potty, the one up by the circle here, by the Hollywood Partnership, it was clean as a whistle. Now, someone stole the toilet seat, which is super annoying. But other than the toilet seat being gone, I am really, really, really glad that every time I'm going into this porta potty, it's pristine, because I feel embarrassed to be going in there to begin with, because, it's supposed to be for the workers. But when you're walking the street, you don't really have anywhere else to go. You too, thank you. So it's nice to be able to go and use the porta potty when I have to. But you guys are going in my pocket for like 2 minutes, so I'll be right back. Hot Mess, welcome to broadcast. Lee, welcome to Bigo. DOC, welcome to broadcast. Hot Mess, thanks for the follow and hearts. Danny, welcome to broadcast. And yes, the bathroom was nice and clean. Very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. Thanks to the Hollywood Partnership streets and the circle. The streets are pretty much all clean along the Walk of Fame. You got a couple homeless people here and there, but you don't have anybody sitting around causing problems, throwing trash about. And I have to admit to you, it's really nice to be able to just do my thing and not have to worry about how it looks for you guys. Because that's a big reason why when I first moved to Hollywood, I didn't do a whole lot of live streaming or making content. Because there was homeless people all over the place. There were tents. There was trash and whatnot. And so I didn't want to be putting all that on camera and then end up having somebody put me in the middle of their political problem or what have you. And I try to avoid that at all costs, I'm willing to help with stuff, but I'm also not the type of person to try and cause waves, especially if I'm new or it's not yet something that I'm welcomed into. So, now it's different, but for the most part, I don't really have anything I have to worry about. DOC, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. So one of the guys that I like seeing when I pass by, because he's cute as hell, he sells cigarette. What do you call it? He sells cigarette. What do you call them? The things that you put the ashes into. I don't know how the heck the word's escaping me. But the cigarette trays, cigarette butt trays. he sells cigarette butt trays, and they're like personalized. He customizes them and he sells them, and he's really, really good at it. You can find him down past the Irish pub here. There's a Latino joint, and right down past the Latino joint, he sells across the street from one of the restaurants that have been here in Hollywood for a real long time. He's right across the way there, and he sells cigarette trays. And it's always been nice to me, no matter what I had going on. When I was still on the street, everything, he always gave me respect. He was polite, he was kind. And when I get my birthday money, I'm going to see if I can't pull some cash out and finally get one from him, because for the longest time, that was the goal. I wanted to buy something from him, and I still haven't. So I'm hoping I can finally get something from him. Angel, welcome back. Ashtrays, yes. But I feel like calling them ashtrays is it's not good. Yes, they have the doors open. Oh my gosh, the Scientologists have the doors open. It's a good day. It's a very good day. That's the first time I've seen their doors open since I came home. It's really good to see the doors opening. Okay. ID, welcome to the broadcast. But yeah, like calling his art ashtrays is I feel like it just doesn't give enough credit to the work he's doing, because they're actually really nice and really cool. And if there was a fancy name for it, I figured we'd use it. But there ain't one, so that I know of. But they're pretty nice. Angel Rose, welcome to the broadcast. Oh, excuse me. Oh boy. Spooky. ID, welcome to the broadcast. So I'm going to stay live with you probably till the battery's super low. And then I'll either go try to charge it again, or I'll just chill out for a while. I haven't decided yet. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go on mute. DJ, welcome to the broadcast. Is my friend taking me out to dinner for my birthday? No, probably not. What's up, Mira? Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the follow. Blah, welcome to the broadcast. Got a message here. Oh, I didn't mean to follow. Darn it. Why did I do that? How do I undo that? Yeah, you don't know how to do that. I'll take care of that after the broadcast. As a matter of fact, I think I might shut down so I can charge up for a little while. It might take 10, 15 minutes, but fuck it. We're good. Abby, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. So something I have to remind myself of is that when I'm in pursuit of my own goals, I have to stop allowing people to because I don't have anybody trying to guilt me, but sometimes if I'm moving forward, do what I gotta do, I'll be seeing people that I know and I'll be seeing that they're not getting what they need. And I feel like I should be doing something for them. But the reality is no different than they told me. They're like, until I am having things going the way that I need them going, that I can't be turning back to help them. That I got to keep facing forward and keep doing what I got to do. So that's what I'm doing. It's facing forward and doing what I got to do. Beware, welcome to the broadcast. Tina Scott, welcome to the broadcast. Milan, welcome to the broadcast. ID goes, you should all sim. Well, that'd be nice of you. That'd be very cool. I mean, it's up to you, you know. I have DMs. I don't know how much longer the body. I don't know how much longer the broadcast is going to last, just because of the battery. But I am here for now. I have a friend of mine who hasn't eaten in a couple of days. He ran out of cash and he hasn't eaten in a couple of days. And I tell you what, if it weren't for the fact that I've been through it myself and him and I are on a very similar wavelength with that, I'd feel bad for him. But not only he doesn't want the sympathy and he doesn't want the help. I asked him. So but that it kills me because I know what it's like to go a couple of days without food. And at the same time, what do you call it? If he really wanted to, he could go over to the church and grab something. You're never above it. And that includes me. I fight as hard as I can to not have to go to those resources. But should I ever have the need, I know that it's there. He knows that it's there. So there's food available, and none of us are above it. We go through what we got to go through, and there's resources at hand should the need arise. So now what I could do is I could go and get him something that I know he likes and bring it to him. But there's the chance that he'll say no. And if he says no and I spent the money, well then I'm going to feel that much worse. So I'm just going to let it go and move on, and he'll be all right. He's kind of mad at me that I haven't been hanging out with him for a couple of days. But him and I got real close. I say we got a little, maybe we got a little too close. So I'm just taking a little space, and we'll hang out again pretty soon.
Can I get an amen up in here? Let's take a selfie together. Cool. I get it. And it's metal show. That walk.
Forever Pink, welcome to the broadcast. Silent, welcome to the broadcast. ID, welcome to the broadcast. ID says, seems like you have a lot of friends there. Nice. I do. I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky. It's just about being sociable and being willing to connect with people. And I'm still the newbie in town. I'm still the new guy. But, it's this very having a very cool experience thus far. Getting more invested in the community, where the people I'm meeting are people that would probably be the last to kind of connect with somebody who's new. But just from my past and from my upbringing, we're able to resonate with one another more quickly and more easily. So, but the sun is bright, the battery's low, and we got a long day to go. So I'm going to seek shade and hang out for a while, hopefully. But I'm actually surprised that I haven't had anybody hit me up just yet. I've had a lot of people wish me a happy birthday. But, it is a Saturday, so pretty much all my friends are in the middle of something, and we didn't make any plans. So I don't know why. Sometimes people, like I said, will just start talking to me like they know me. It's usually people that I've never seen before. But that's fine. That's totally fine. Jay, welcome to the broadcast. Okay. We have upgraded. That's always good. Slipper, welcome to the broadcast. Okay, so I'm going to go, instead of making a hole, I'm going to go where there's already a hole. We're just going to go this way. Now, there is a concern where I haven't had a single thing come in the mail yet. So, kind of worried about that. But I talked to a buddy of mine that I'm going to be hanging out with later today in a couple hours. And he says to me that if nothing comes in the mail, that will work something out. So, find a way to, maybe get me like a UPS box or something like that. Make sure that I get my mail. And that's good. So, and with the birthday money I get, I should be able to get a UPS box. So I might just get one today. I hate to spend the money like that, but it's like I can't be relying on everybody for everything, and especially with stuff that's with the government. It's like they're real particular about it, and I don't want to affect anybody else's benefits by using anybody else's address. It's like I got friends that, or not just benefits, but also their situation, because if I use someone's address, as they've given me permission, then it ties me to their address. It ties my benefits to their address. It makes it look like I'm in their household when I'm not. So if I'm able to get my own box, then I should be fine. And last but not least, if nothing comes in until Sunday, I can always go down to the DPSS office myself and physically pick up my card. So I'm thinking that if I don't get it by Monday, that's what I'm going to do. Trolliano, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, but I'll tell you, I'm worried about him because he's freaking my buddy. He's sitting out. He's just sitting out in the sun. He's doing what I would do. He's doing exactly what I would do. Is not eat for a couple of days, have the adrenaline pumping, and then just push yourself. John, thanks for the hearts. Modrica, thanks for the follow. So I'm just worried about him, but he'll be okay. I know he'll be okay. He's been worried about me, but I'm also, like I said, I'm taking my distance to a certain degree so that he doesn't feel responsible for me as much, because he sometimes can feel pretty responsible for me, wanting to make sure I'm okay. So I've been taking my distance so that he's focusing on himself a little more. He'll do what I do from time to time, where you take care of the next guy a little more than yourself, and sometimes he'll do it to the degree that I'll do it, where you look and you're like, oh well, now what am I going to do for me? So I don't want him to take that any further. So I'm trying to step back until he puts the rest of what he's having to do in order, and can rely on, some people who are able to do that for him, and then just reconvene about it. DJ, welcome to broadcast. Tina, welcome to Vigo. Jay's giving a heart. And I've been trying to do that with all my friends and all the people that I got in my life. Is, I finally have my own life, and I think finding a new home was like, that was what it was for me, to like what I needed to actually focus on and start to exemplify my independence, was like realizing that as long as I was in an environment that was controlled by the people that for the love of God, as long as I was in an environment controlled by the people that I care about, who are willing to take care of me, then I wasn't going to push to take care of myself. And I still obviously need like quite a bit of support to be able to get on my feet. But at least that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm actually getting on my feet. I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing to maintain my independence, instead of relying on someone so much that I'm then required to rely on them, or, they're required to, in some fashion, to stay close to me, right? And it's good. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. It's what most normal people do. And so I'm doing pretty good in that way. Savvy, hey, what's up? How are you? ID, thanks for the hearts. Now, do I still push myself far more hard than I probably should? Yeah, I definitely do. But you know what? I'm looking at some of my friends, and they've been doing it their whole lives. I got a couple of friends who are up in their 70s and 80s. And, they've been doing that their whole lives. They've been associated with some of the most famous people you could ever meet in Hollywood. And it's because they work their butts off as hard as the rest of us. And, if they can make it 80 years on overdrive, so can I. So I slow down when I have to, but I still try to stay at a pretty good pace, Jillian, thanks for the follow. Raymond, welcome to the broadcast. Olivia, welcome to the broadcast. And something else I'm working on, and I'll probably use some of my birthday money for, I'll get myself like a chair that I can sit on, and then I'll get a, like a little tripod thing, and I'll just take a seat somewhere out of the way, and I'll just live stream sitting down instead of walking in circles all day long. Because for some people, it does get a little exhausting. See me 5 and 6 times, they're like, all right, like, we like you, but we don't like you that much. I'm like, all right, I understand. And they're not saying that. It's just, that's how I feel. Maybe they do like me that much. I don't know. But that's how I feel. I feel guilty, like, just constantly walking around the block. And then they have to see my face, like, multiple times a day. But essentially, I pretty much do the same thing that a lot of these guys do, except I'm just constantly on the move. Thank you.
So I say to you guys?
Mir, welcome to the broadcast. Santino, welcome to the broadcast. I just want to see how I'm doing. Every now and again, I got to look in the mirror or in a reflective surface just to make sure I'm doing okay. Because I will. Like, I'll push myself so hard, and I don't even realize I'm, like, hunched over. And then I'll look in a reflective surface and realize that I'm walking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And at that point, I start slowing down. But as of right now, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. And I have, holy mother of God. And I have to admit that I was a very, very fit man. I have to say that I feel pretty, what's the word? Sorry. I don't remember what I was going to say. Too much noise. I just don't remember. What a day. I'll tell you. Oh, that feels nice. Someone's got freezing cold AC blasting. That feels really good. The one shop here by the Jimmy Kimmel building, they have the AC blasting. I walked by. I did not realize how hot it is today. The air is so warm. I walked by that building and it was like going into a freezer. It's fantastic. I love the weather out here. I wouldn't prefer anywhere else because the weather out here is so consistent, and that's why I prefer it. But sometimes it's nice to get a little cold. But some people ask me, they're like, "What? Why am I so obsessed with Hollywood? What's my big thing about Southern California?" And the reason I love one of the biggest reasons I love Southern California is that we have consistent weather. And some people say, "Well, I prefer seasons and stuff like that," and I agree with them. I mean, having seasons is really nice, but it's more expensive and it's also more energy intensive, and it's much easier to have consistent habits and schedules in a space that you can count on the weather being between essentially 60 and 100, and not being below that where it costs you more energy. Tiffany, welcome to Vigo. Yeah, I have this feeling that my friend is pretty upset with me for not hanging out with him. He thinks I'm avoiding him or hiding something. I'm not, but okay, that's fine. I'm just doing my own thing. I don't I allow people to have a certain amount of wiggle room in my life and a certain amount of influence in my life, but all in all, I'm a pretty independent person. But whenever I make the choice to spend time alone, especially on my birthday, I think he's wondering why, and most people can't really relate to why I would want to do that. So I don't want to spend the whole day alone, but a couple hours to myself in the space that I'm getting used to. It's just what I'm doing. Oh, that's fucking gross. Excuse my language. Thanks for the beans. Oh, who's that? Oh, darn it. Tara, thanks for the hearts. And if you know of anybody, hit me up, send me a message. If you know anybody in the Hollywood area selling a bicycle, I got $50 for my birthday, and I could now justify the purchase of a bicycle, so I'm not just walking around all the time. I'll probably have to get I don't really know. I mean, I can't live stream and ride the bike at the same time, obviously, but I figure once I'm doing a regular 9 to 5 somewhere out of the area, having a bicycle is just gonna give me a chance to be able to travel out of the area a little bit more, which I don't like doing, but I'm gonna have to eventually. I can't just be cooped up in Hollywood my whole life. So, thanks for the 100 hearts. What's really affecting me right now is my battery level. That's what's bothering me. I want to go charge my phone, but I don't want to go just sit somewhere right now, But I should hopefully last at least another hour and a half, if not 2 hours. And then I got a boxing class to go to. I'm gonna meet up with a friend, and so hopefully the battery lasts just long enough for us to hang out for that period of time. Remember the golden rule. We ready? The golden rule of dating in Hollywood. Be ready for this. The golden rule of dating in Hollywood is older sisters and moms. I don't care what your opinion is on it. I'm telling you from my own personal experience. You want to have a good experience? Older sisters and moms. That's the key. Whatever woman you meet, you take her on a date, and whenever you go for the second date or the third date, make sure you meet the older sister, if there is one. And if there isn't one, be careful, because the oldest daughter is oftentimes the strongest, and they can be pretty strong-willed, and you don't want them running your life. And then the mom. See how the mom is. You don't really have to meet the dad for a while. My experience is like, you want to just make sure that you're meeting a woman that tells you that you know that she has like a good relationship with her father. That's usually like, I mean, in my opinion, in my experience, it's super important that they have like a good relationship with her dad, or at least had one. But beyond that, like I said, golden rule, older sister and mom. If there's no older sister, be careful. She may try to run your life. And make sure that the mom is not crazy. And as long as her mom isn't more interested in you than she is, you should be just fine. But if you are dating and you experience where the mom is more interested in you than the woman you're trying to date, run the other way. Unless you're that way and you know how to finagle it, then good for you. But you want to be very careful with all that.
You said the same thing.
ID says, what has been your favorite year in your 30s? My favorite year out of the 30 years I've been on this planet, I would say my 18th year. I would say that when I was 18, that was, now moving forward, I'm going to have better years than my 18th year was. But as of right now, out of all the experience I've had in my life, my 18th year was the best. I was very physically active. Less than I am now, but I was jacked. I was absolutely jacked. I worked like 12 to 14 hours a day. I slept like 10 hours a day. I got to play a lot of Call of Duty on my days off, which I used to love doing because I used to do it to the point of professionalism. I ate steak like every day. I ate really, really good. I was always working out at the gym, and I had a constant supply of pre and post workouts, pre and post workout supplements. I had a nice, safe, warm bed. My mom was still alive. I got to meet with and hang out with my family and, be doing holidays. I had a really attractive girlfriend. I had a really nice car. I had a really good situation going on. And I would say that was the best part of my life. The thing was, it's like what I was preparing for at the age of 18. I had not prepared my entire life for the commitments that I was making that would have required me to have been preparing for those commitments my entire life. So I kind of like hopped on for some experiences that unfortunately I wasn't able to, keep up to par for. But now, after being on the planet for 30 years, I've had a lot more experience than most for my age, and I've had the opportunity to learn from those mistakes and make sure that what I'm pursuing at a rate, like at a pace that I can manage and keep my goals possible, while also not giving up on the goals that are by technicality outside of my reach due to competition from people who have far more experience than I do. Far more experience, so they've been doing it their whole lives. There's just no way I could ever compete, Well, there's no way I could ever come in first. We'll say it that way. If it was like a race, there's no way I would ever come in first, because it's, I'm racing with people, unless I was a prodigy, which in those ways I am not a prodigy. So I'm going to lose to people who have those life experiences, lives training, and being involved in, those types of pursuits, careers. But, thankfully I am at least skilled enough and have been practicing enough to catch up to most competition, and at least play proverbially, at least, on an analogical basis, I've won, right? And then the next time, maybe I get 7th or 6th place and keep moving up. But for now, I'm doing pretty good on the 8th place trophy. It's just enough. And then later on, I'll just keep moving up the ladder. ID, welcome to broadcast. Hammerhead, welcome on. Thanks for the hearts. Nikki, welcome to broadcast. Velvet, welcome to Vigo. Terraces, have you ever dated a girl and then later dated her mom? Honestly, I haven't. No. There were rumors about that. And I know what situation you may potentially be referring to. But no, I never did that. I had some friends in my life, female friends, that were, mom status. But I mean, when I like the way that you hear me talking now, and like the lifestyle that I live now, I was not living that way back then. I was chaste. I was very religious. And I saw those females in my life as mother figures, and not in any. And not hiding it. Like, I'm being 100% honest. They were the most platonic relationships that I had held, and there wasn't anything inappropriate going on in any of those relationships. They were mentors, people that I learned from, and essentially they were women that I had in my life whose husbands, because they were married, their husbands were the ones looking out for me. And then in the times that they didn't have time for me, right, because they were very busy men, they would have their wives be spending time with me and teaching me what they had learned from their husbands. So, I have a lot of experience and growth that I've gotten to earn from married couples. And, I've now moved on into a life that is more integrated, where I'm more involved on interpersonal levels with, said couples or with individuals. But back then, I was not involved in those ways whatsoever with any of those people, so that's that. Velvet, thanks for follow. ID goes, did you live on your own at 18? No, I moved out to live on my own at 18, and I never really came back in totality. And just now in my life is where I'm really, quote unquote, coming back from a lot of experiences that were very focus intensive, that required me to, in some ways, step outside of myself. And now I'm getting to step back into my own shoes in some ways, and just, I guess, catch up with the life that I hadn't fully lived just yet. DJ, welcome on. Shelly, welcome to the broadcast. Katrina Lynn, welcome to the broadcast. And thank you for the birthday wishes. I want to give a shout out to Katrina. You were the first person to wish me a happy birthday. You were the very first person to wish me a happy birthday, and it was very sweet of you. So thank you for the birthday wishes. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I hope you don't mind. But I just want to say thank you. Valentina, welcome to the broadcast. John, welcome to the broadcast. ID, welcome to Bigo. Velvet goes, have you been to Burning Man? I cannot confirm nor deny whether or not I've been to Burning Man. What I can tell you is in the future, I'm very much going to get to say, yes, I have been to Burning Man in an atypical capacity, getting drunk and doing crazy stuff. I have a lot of fun at Burning Man. When I do go, it will be wild. So I'm calm now, but I have a lot of loosening up to do because it's my own life now. I do what I want. I have to maintain my discipline and focus, but I am allowed to have fun. And I'm now getting more respect from the people in my life for deciding to start living my own life, my own way. Scorpio, welcome to the broadcast. ID, welcome to Vigo. Katrina, thanks for the hearts. ID says happy birthday. Thank you. Princess, thanks for the hearts. Milan, welcome to the broadcast. Miss Tia, welcome to the broadcast. Okay, so we had a nice bit of shade. Now here's the sun for like 5 seconds. And it's right back into the shade. Thankfully. Really saving the battery. The power of suggestion. Yeah. I'm supposed to be cool. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I don't mind. I got plenty of time to pretend like I have to learn how to be cool. So I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna enjoy my birthday the way I want to enjoy my birthday. Being a dork. I've been a dork my whole life. I've only recently learned how to be cool. And on my birthday, considering I've spent most of my life being a dork, I'm going to relax and be a dork. And if you don't like it, you don't have to like it. It's up to you. But I'm doing me today. Today is my day. And then for the 12 years of birthdays that I missed, I am going to have 12 days of my birthday. Like the 12 days of Christmas? Yeah, I'm going to have 12 days of me. Velvet says the after party is happening in LA. It's called the Afterburn. Well, that sounds really exciting. Maybe you could message me with the details because I am not aware of that. Most of the parties that I've been to and places that I've gone around here have been like the underground type stuff. Like really, really, really underground type stuff that doesn't make it to the internet, that isn't spoken about it amongst the tourists. So, you know, if you want me to go to normal stuff and be more normal, I have to get the invite. Otherwise, I'm just going to the really interesting stuff, which is actually a lot of fun and very cool. It has expanded me as an individual, and I'm very happy about that. But, yeah, you want me to go to regular stuff? You got to invite me to regular stuff. I'm not much of a party crasher, I'll tell you that. I don't mind crashing a good party, but like you really got to convince me as to why we're crashing the party. And if you got a good reason, well, I could show up and people practically think it's my party. Then I end up being the person, you know, who's running the party, and then it just gets better from there. But, you know, if you don't know how Hollywood works, I don't care who says what, when people are like, you got to be an insider. You know how you become an insider? You crash the party. You either get invited or you crash the party, and you impress people when you crash the party. I've done both. I don't have a preference as long as I get to enjoy the party. I don't really have a preference. But always says it's happening today on your birthday in Venice. It's the whole beach. Well, that's cool. I will tell you that I am not going to go to Venice by myself. ID, thanks for the follow. Do I crash a lot of parties? No. No, I've literally crashed like 2 parties since I moved here. And both of them I crashed on accident. Like I was just doing my own thing. I went into a certain area that there was like what I thought was a regular event going on. And it wasn't a regular event. It was like somebody's party that they like, I guess, bought out the street to use. So, you know. Safina, welcome to the broadcast. I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me show you. So it says the Crimson. I don't know what it is at all. I don't have any idea what it is. But what I can tell you is that I took a picture of it the other day and I put it on the internet and it came out really good. So I don't know if you saw it, but I took a picture of that sign and it came out so crisp. And I was really proud of that photo. So if you haven't seen it, John, hey, how is the walk on the birthday going? It's good. Yeah, today, I mean, no different than most of my birthdays for the past decade. It's just like any other day. It's not really all that special in a physical sense. But like what's made my birthday special for me is that I've had a lot of family and friends reach out to me who I haven't gotten to talk to in a very long time that I guess have officially decided I'm worth their time. Really happy to have heard from them and reconnect with them. So yeah. So I'm very happy about that. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, if I got anything coming up on my birthday today, I don't know about it. And I'm guessing that they'll probably keep it that way until then. Man X says, sorry, misspelled a few words, my keyboard's sticking. What'd you say? I didn't even see. Oh, I didn't even see that text. I didn't even see your comment there. Let's meet you in a few weeks and take me out to dinner. Oh, that'd be fun. Sure, I'm up for it. I will say though that like with big time Matty R being a thing and being directly stitched to our personal timeline, I think it's like super important that we don't put our Matty R on live stream or anything like that. Because I hope you guys realize that if we do that, I am going to be the one that has to answer to why that happened and the effects that will come from our personal, private Matty R being online. So, as long as we can keep it private, I am totally up for meeting up and going out to dinner. That could be a lot of fun. ID, thanks for the follow. 322, welcome to the broadcast. There's only 2 Matty R's I know. The one that was semi-famous when I was semi-famous, and the famous one. And so, I can't imagine that that's not something we got to be careful about. Mixed with the fact that recently I have heard on the radio 2 different, I guess, politicians or public figures with the same last name as me being mentioned. And I was tripping out. I have never heard my name anywhere else except my life and, you know, the life of my immediate half family. So to have heard that name being used on the radio here in California, I was wigging out a little bit. It kind of freaked me out. I know that might seem like I'm a little paranoid, but I've never heard anyone else with my name my entire life. And then on the radio, I heard of 2 people with my first and last name being mentioned on the radio. So, you know, I'm just trying to be like, no, I'm not taking it as a sign of anything, but I'm also like trying to be very careful with what I do and make sure that I like verbally, you know, communicate the fact that I am not those individuals, just so that there's not some confusion that leads to like me having some sort of personal issue in my life. Happiness, welcome to the broadcast. How are you? Welcome to the broadcast, Jacob.
I'll tell you right now. Want to take a tour?
Okay, so we're at 12%. I'm gonna have to charge at some point. Oh, you know what? Oh, darn it! I had $1 for Hollywood Burger that somebody gave me. I could have gone into Hollywood Burger and bought something and charged my phone, because I'm pretty sure they have somewhere. They have, like, if I remember correctly, they have no, it might have been the bathroom. I was either trying to charge up in Hollywood Burger or I was trying to use their bathroom, and I don't remember which. But I do have to plug it in somewhere. I have an idea. Okay, so like, we could do this one of 2 ways, and this is going to be based on what you think we should do. You guys tell me, what do you think we should do? Should we go down to the slum area and just plug right up and say screw it, or should we go park up in a restaurant type deal? What do you think? Lindsay, welcome to the broadcast. Because like one way or the other, I'm going to have to charge my phone. And I kind of just, you know what I'm actually going to end up doing? I'm sorry, but I'm probably going to just live stream with you guys so the phone dies. And when the phone shuts off, then the phone's dead, because, you know, we live stream all the way till the phone's dead. So if we're just talking and the phone shuts off, then that's why. The slum area is somewhere I'm not going to go back to. I changed my mind. I'm making mature choices. No more going to the slums. Somebody else needs that spot. I have places I can go now. So no more being cheap. Lindsay says, I thought you saw me on YouTube. It was someone else, though. Who's the other Matty R? Okay, so there's Matty R that you guys know of from like years ago on Periscope. And then recently, over the past 2-3 years, there's this guy who's a comedian, and his name is Matty R. And he is like famous in Hollywood. And I found him like 3 years ago, and I was watching him since he was like, you know, he didn't have a whole lot of followers at that point. He had some, but like he was just coming up. I think he had like his first special, and now he's pretty popular. Has a lot of scandals. But yeah, apparently there's a famous Matty R, and then there's our personal Matty R. So we got 2. That's kind of cool. You know? Talia, welcome to BO. They do go sound sketchy. Yeah, we're not going to do sketchy. We're gonna just bypass that and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. I love people. I really do. I wonder I wonder what fame can get us. I wonder if there's somewhere that I could just plug up and be like, so I got like 200 people in the broadcast. Can I just like plug my phone in here? Let's see if I get away with that. I feel like around here, it's not a big deal. Like everybody in Hollywood's famous practically. It's like maybe it won't make a difference, but see if I can find somewhere and just plug my phone in. He goes, infamous friend of yours. He's really not, I'm sorry guys, but I'll tell you what, having gotten into the Hollywood community, I can't really agree with the notion that our Matty R that our small Matty R is infamous. He's really not infamous. He's not that bad. He's really not that bad. Like at this point, I've met people that are infamous, and he's not infamous. He's just a guy who a lot of people tried to make up rumors about, and I can't really say that my experiences have been all that different. You know, like before fame, I had infamy, and it's not fun. And the guy that you guys are picking on really hasn't done a whole lot of stuff that was like provable. You know, it's like a lot of rumors, and I'm kind of disappointed to see people still picking at him when like he moved on in his life years ago and is literally just minding his own business, doing his own thing. You know, like I know what that's like. Like I changed, I grew, I got my forgiveness, I moved on. And to me, it looks like it's been the same experience for him, a very similar experience. So, I mean, it's just, you know, like why be coming down on somebody for something they allegedly did like 10 freaking years ago, 6, 7 years ago? You know, like life goes on, people change. And from what I've seen from him, he has, you know, according to what I've seen, he's changed. Or at least his behavior has changed. Or at least he's disciplined his behavior. And so since he's chosen to discipline his behavior, you know, it's up to us to forgive him and, you know, give that second chance and try to move forward with him instead of taking stuff out on him. But that's just my viewpoint. That's how I see it. And whether or not they were talking about meeting up for dinner, I still had the same opinion. You know, if you brought that up, I'd had the same thing to say. Birthday freebies. Well, I'll tell you what. I got my free coffee for the day from Starbucks, and that's kind of enough for me. You know, I'm not really trying to overdo it. Like, there's all these different places I probably could get freebies from, and they're all over Hollywood. But I'm not really trying to overdo it. You know, I was gonna take a seat and do something. What was I gonna do? I was gonna sit down. Why did I want to sit down? I wanted to sit down and do something. I just can't remember what it was. Ah, darn it. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to get halfway down the Walk of Fame, and I'm going to remember why I wanted to sit down. And now I don't remember why. Well, what we are going to do is pop a squat here in the shade for a minute or two. Yeah, this will work. No, you know what? My legs are going to go numb if I do that, so I'm just going to keep walking. ID, welcome to broadcast. Michelle, welcome to broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. But what I will do is I'll go back and I'll try to charge up in a place, and I'll just stay live, and I'll talk to you guys, mind my own business. And if they have a problem with it, or somebody calls in, or they say something to me, I'll be like, all right, sorry about that. They won't mind me. Just like they're pretty used to me as a typical, a frequent customer. So, I'll see if I can just go in there and talk to you guys through text while we're live and stay plugged in. And then, if they have an issue with it, then I'll just shut the broadcast off and charge up. Like, some businesses are cool with it, some businesses aren't. But like this one place I frequent their business as a customer, and then I'll use their charge ports. So I'll see if they're comfortable with that. They already know who I am, just because they've gotten calls before and they've been told, hey, I'm in there, blah blah blah. But they're pretty cool with me, so I shouldn't have an issue. They've actually helped to protect my privacy while I was in there when there'd be people coming in or knocking on the window. Like the other day, I was actually sitting on my phone doing my own thing, and somebody was knocking on the window trying to say hi to me while I'm like in there as a customer doing my own thing. And they stopped that from happening. And then 2 other times there were people that came into the cafe and, were trying to talk to me. And I didn't know who they were. And the security came over and removed those people and apologized to me, and they gave me a free coffee. So I should be safe there to do my thing. And if not, then you guys will see me in a little while. ID, welcome to broadcast. Michelle, thanks for the hearts. Ling Ling, thanks for the hearts. Michelle, what's up? Azul, welcome to broadcast. DJ, thanks for the hearts. ID goes, people actually call places when you're trying to charge your phone. Well, when I'm on live stream, sometimes it happens. Or if it's like where somebody in real life sees me and they're like jealous or something, they'll call. But it doesn't happen all that often anymore. It's like between internet fame and real fame is like the most grueling experience. Like breaking out into real life celebrity status is the most grueling, defamating, and uncomfortable experience you could possibly ever have. Because between almost getting there and getting there, there are so many people that'll try to hold you back and will try to tell you how to live and will try to impede your ability to continue growing. They'll tell you to get out when you're minding your own business and doing good. And so, it's just about doing your due diligence, trusting your own abilities. And when someone who does know what they're talking about tells you, hey, maybe it's time to quit, if you know that you can power through, then you power through. And if you can't, at least you try. And so for me, the next step is being able to, actually hang out and do what I do without having to be worrying about a whole lot. Carla, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. Mama, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. It's like a lot of people. Just give me a minute. I just can't walk through everybody. Some people do, but man, he's cute. All right.
I think we're gonna out. How do you think?
Where's my hat? It's in my backpack. I don't feel like wearing it right now. The sun's not really in my eyes today, so I'm not wearing it. Yeah, some people are surprised that you're actually going to try to go live stream there. I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I wouldn't fit in this industry. I wouldn't fit into this industry if I wasn't willing to push the limits here and there. Sometimes you have to try to find out. And if it works out for you, then you just found a niche, or you just got the upper hand when the upper hand you were told that the upper hand wasn't even possible. And then you end up 3 steps ahead instead of 2 steps behind. And at least if you're told no, you're only taking half a step back, So we're going to give it a try and see how it works out. And hopefully it works out for the best. But one way or the other, it's worth a try. Sabrina, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the follow. Now, if all the spots are taken up and I don't have somewhere I could charge my phone, then, I'll go from there. But, we'll try. Or I could just go plug in at the... Oh, it's a Sunday. Library's not going to be open. I don't really go to the library anymore, but it was an idea. Sweet, welcome to the broadcast. I have to admit, you guys are really clever with those usernames. Just coming up with using the words that I use. It's pretty funny. And I do use those words quite a bit, so it's pretty funny. Okay, if you guys know of anywhere in Hollywood that I could like go get a coffee or something and charge my phone and hang out, let me know, because that's the goal right now, is to find somewhere I can plug in without having to shut down the live stream. And something else I learned, don't ask anybody for the most part, because they like either won't tell you or they'll tell you somewhere that you actually can't plug in. Because people just assume that you're poor and not that, you know, you're just ill-equipped for the day. So like today, I'm technically ill-equipped. But...
to stay still.
I have like an idea. Man, it's a bad idea. No, we're not doing it. Not today. Not today. Today's my birthday. We are not doing it today. What I will do is I'm gonna go see if these guys got charge ports, because if they do, I'll get a coffee from them and I can hang out for a little bit. John says Starbucks would have been the spot to do that. No, we don't. The Starbucks in Hollywood, we got one over, what do you call it, up the road here, and they don't have any charge ports or anywhere to sit. And then the one down on Sunset, they don't have any charge ports. They have a lot of seats, but no charge ports. But normally, yeah, Starbucks is usually the place for it. But I'm gonna come in here and find out. I don't actually see any charge ports, so I don't think they have them in here either. What do I think of Sublime? He had a Dalmatian. I listen to Sublime. Phillies fan. What about the library? Library's closed today. It's a Sunday. We're out of luck on the library. Oh. I'm ready then. Very proud of myself. I'm not smoking this thing too fast. It's good. I'm a good, stable, responsible birthday. It's Saturday. Oh, it is a Saturday, isn't it? I mean, the library might be open.
I don't even want to go.
Well, truthfully, I hate to say this, but the plugs in the library don't really charge all that fast, and I'm pretty sure that I would have to shut down the live stream, because they do have law enforcement that hangs out in the library, because there's like a lot of people who come into the library who are struggling with issues, and I don't think a live stream would last that long before they ask me to shut it down. So I'll keep on keeping on. I'll find something. There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I just got to come up with it. I'm thinking. And I'll tell you, they do a pretty good job at Hollywood of making sure there aren't places to plug in. You're kind of expected to show up with your own, power and your own battery. But necessity is what do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention or innovation or something like that. So I am definitely in need of a plug. So I will find where to put my phone into the wall and go from there. Angel, welcome to broadcast. Now, when I get my birthday money, I'll probably be able to buy a portable battery. But until then, I'm just gonna keep looking. We're down to 4%. Guys, if you lose me, I'll be back. I have to go. I gotta go to the gym soon anyway for boxing, but I will come back probably live after boxing, unless I hang out with my friend that I'm going boxing with. He might want to hang out for my birthday, so I might have to wait. Yeah, but I'll tell you, there really isn't anywhere on the Walk of Fame to plug the phone in. There just isn't. And I could go down to the plug down a road, but if I plug it in down a road, I'm still going to be sitting in the sun, and it's probably the phone will probably die faster than charging it. Let's see if I buy a piece of pizza or something. There's got to be something somewhere. Oh well. Tiffany, welcome to Bigo. Philly says he is going to give you a birthday present. Is he going to give you a birthday present? I don't know. Find out when we hang out. I thought he was single, and I thought he's pretty cute. But I think he has a husband, and I think he's had a husband for like a very long time. So yeah. Let me find something out real quick. Scotty Boy Open Broadcast. I have an idea. A portable battery. Okay. Do you have the ability to charge the portable? Like, I just paid my bill for this upcoming month. Do you have the ability to charge a portable battery to my bill? Darn it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a good day. All right. Yeah, so out of luck on that. I did actually have somebody. Oh, you know what? I forgot too. I didn't see that text message, or I didn't see the text message until after I got off the broadcast, and I forgot to answer him because I fell asleep. But I actually had this guy that I was going to meet up with, and he invited me to come to his house for the night, if you know what I'm saying. And I just totally forgot to answer him. So that's all right. Maybe I could hit him up and hang out. But I have a feeling that after boxing class, I'm going to be busy till the end of the night. Don't worry, I'm not a home wrecker. But you never know what people are into around here, so I'll find out. It might be possible that him and his husband are interested, so we'll see. And I mean, if he's, for how attractive he is, I can only imagine what his husband looks like. So. %. Hey boss, let me ask you. I know we got the cafe up the road to charge phones, right? Like I can go in there and get a coffee, charge my phone. Nate, do you know of anywhere else on the Walk of Fame that I could charge my phone?
On the Walk of Fame, maybe McDonald's might want to do it. I think it's just spot in McDonald's.
Do they have spaces?
I think they do. But I think you have to do the same thing.
I don't mind buying something. I just want to make sure I can plug in and.
I believe they do have plugs at McDonald's over there.
Awesome.
So either that, or you can go to a library that's on Ivar.
Okay.
But that's the library, right? That's off the Walk of Fame. So,
I appreciate you.
Go on.
All right. I know you'd think being a local, I wouldn't have to ask that question, but I haven't many times been in this position to not know where to plug in. So Yeah. Oh. John says, Guy Pearce is probably having a party to crash. It's his birthday too. I don't know who Guy Pearce is. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I didn't want to plug the narrator. I know who to ask. I know exactly who to ask. Wish me luck. Boo. Question. Where around here can I plug my phone in other than the cafe up the road? I haven't many times been in this position, but I'm in the middle of my day. I got like an hour to go, but I got to no idea. I'm going to go try to get lucky. Wish me luck. John, welcome to the broadcast. I don't see any in there either. 2%, oh, 1%. All right, guys, we're going to die pretty soon. Battery's going to die. After battery's dead, I'm going to have to charge for a little bit before I can come back live. So when the battery dies, which it probably will before we get to a charger, I am going to see you either later tonight or tomorrow. AGT, welcome to the broadcast. Make sure to follow before the phone shuts down, all right? Hit me up, plug me in, don't forget, and get me on TikTok so we can start going live on TikTok because I'm getting a lot of demands from that direction, expecting me to go live on TikTok. And I keep telling them, like, even the TikTok team, I gotta have 1,000 to go live on TikTok. So people are telling me, well, you need to be posting more. Well, I'm posting, but I'm trying. I'm pushing myself to do it more than I had planned to. But I will. I just gotta have you, like I said, we gotta get the numbers to that level before I can do it. But the phone is definitely about to die, so I will see you guys soon. Just don't forget to hit that follow button now because once the broadcast shuts down, well, then I'm gone. So make sure to hit the follow button before the broadcast shuts down. Does no, unfortunately. I thought maybe at least Taco Bell would have somewhere to plug in, but they do not. I'll tell you what, if this battery lasts until I get to the plug, I'm going to be very impressed. I sure hope it does. That 1% usually lasts the longest. 100%, 75%, and 1% usually lasts the longest. Fallon, thanks for the hearts. Dodge D, thanks for the hearts. Fred, thanks for the hearts. Bill Riley, welcome to broadcast. Jay, thanks for the hearts. Nice to meet you too. Cynthia, welcome to the broadcast. Lisa says, how's it going, friend? Hope you're enjoying your special day. Thank you.
Crazy people on this.
I love when crazy people say that they're going to see crazy people. The truest, most crazy of the crazy have no idea that they're insane. 9 times out of 10, the craziest people think they're the most sane. And they're the most fun to watch. Especially when they're around other crazy people. God sees his hey. Mila, welcome to broadcast. Cynthia says happy birthday, thank you. Slipper, welcome to broadcast. Adora, welcome to broadcast. Cynthia, thanks for the hearts. Total hearts, we got to 100. Cool. Oh, sorry. Isha, thanks for the hearts. How's the birthday been, says Jay? It's been good. I've been a little bored. I'm just kidding. I've had a lot of fun today. It's been a good day. Also went to a very unfortunate. I had to go. Someone that I had gotten the opportunity to get close to passed away. Very disappointing. Can't go too far into it. Moving on, but I went to a wake today, and it was very unexpected. But blah, welcome to broadcast. Cynthia, thanks for the 100 hearts. But other than that, the day's been pretty good. But it's somebody that I had the chance to get close to, and nobody told me. And then just today I found out, like an hour before the wake, they said, yeah, they passed away, you're coming with us. It's all right. And we went for a ride down to, what do you call it? Down the road to, past, 1 second. Down the road past, where was it? The other Catholic church down the road. And we went to this restaurant and had a little meal and you know, had some words to say, and you know, it was nice to remember him the way we did. It's just unfortunate that he passed. Sounds busy there. It's very busy here. Yeah. Cynthia says, "Oh, it's a Saturday night, you know, on the Walk of Fame." So, Cynthia, bummer. Yeah. Isha, condolences to you. Thank you. And thanks for the 100 hearts. Fabrice, welcome to the broadcast. Katie, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, we'll do a couple of rounds, but then I'm going to meet up with a friend. So when I say a couple of rounds, I'm thinking like one, because I didn't charge my phone up too much today. So I'll just go once around the walk, maybe possibly twice. And then we're going to, I'm going to recede to my friend's house. Jake, thanks for the 100 hearts. And thanks for all the birthday gifts. I appreciate it. I got to stay pretty busy today. Had a lot of fun. You know, I got a couple of dollars, got hit up by a couple of family members that I'll tell you what, the foster family I grew up in, I haven't heard from in such a long time. And all of a sudden, you know, as I've been putting my name out there and stuff and things are getting better, you know, they've been texting me. And the one texted me and called me. And then the other one, and then they said, do you mind if we share your number? And so they did. And then they texted me. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, like, I guess my family wants something to do with me again, which is really nice. You know, after all the times we've been through from both ends, it's nice to reconnect with them. Gail, welcome to the broadcast. Mark, welcome to the broadcast. Excuse me, I didn't even get to breathe that one in. Excuse me. Okay, there it is. But this is supposed to last me like 5 or 6 days. It's supposed to. But at this point, it has still lasted me longer than a pack of cigarettes. I normally go through a pack of cigarettes in like 6 hours. So, like, this has lasted me all day. So I'm doing something right. Now, the difference, though, is I can't sell a vape. Or I won't sell a vape. But when I'm selling the cigarettes, I usually end up making enough to get another pack. But it's fine. It's better that I don't anyway, because then I'm like interacting with people that I might. I said sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But at this point, I think it's healthier that I'm doing the vape because, you know, it's not filling my lungs with smoke, and it lasts a lot longer. Pastor Arnie, welcome to the broadcast. Synthesis, is it disposable? Yes. Yes, it is. It recharges. I don't understand the concept because they say that it's disposable, but it's also rechargeable. It has a Type-C plug in it. Like it has a Type-C, thing in it. But it also says it's disposable. So however the heck that works, I don't know. But I'll try it and we'll find out. ID, welcome to the broadcast. Fonz, what's up, dude? Invincible, welcome to the broadcast. Queen McKenna, welcome to the broadcast. Melissa James, welcome to the broadcast. How's it going? So my legs are actually really freaking sore. So I went to the gym today and we did, we went boxing. And we did like HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training. And then we did boxing. And so I used to be, when I say very, very fit, I mean like, really, 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 really fit. And now my muscles, so like I've experienced macular degeneration, I've experienced, some hardships, but I'm still really strong, right? And so like my muscles can handle a lot, and my body can handle a lot, and my lactic acid endurance is really high, but my VO2 max has gone back down. So with my VO2 max having gone down, my body can handle all the workouts and everything, but my lungs can't yet handle all the workouts and stuff. So like I walk a lot, right? You guys know. And I found out I got on the treadmill today, and I got on this treadmill that actually tells you like your pace and stuff, but it's just, I've never seen a treadmill like this, but I got on it and you can walk at whatever pace you want. The treadmill doesn't decide how fast you walk. You decide how fast you walk, and the treadmill tells you how fast you're walking or jogging. And so I got on it, and it told me that I walk. Now this is without me pushing myself at my most tired. I walk at a 7.5. A 7.5 minute mile pace. So I walk at a 7.5 minute mile pace. I started off at about a 10-minute mile pace, and then by the time I was done and I had like a stride going, after about 15 minutes, I was at like, I think it was not 10 minutes. I did it for 10 minutes, I think. And it was like a 7.5 minute mile pace. And I walked 0.63 miles. So I don't know if that's far, but I guess it's not that far. That's like I guess that's like in total, if I walked like that, it would be like 4 miles an hour. But like I said, I'm moving a little bit faster as I went along, and I was walking faster, but walking doesn't really challenge my lungs, because it's like I've gotten so conditioned to walking really fast that like I could walk really far and really fast, and my muscles are conditioned to not like that. My lungs aren't challenged. So like I'm not actually pushing myself even to walk like super fast. So yeah. So like I have to work on my VO2 max, because like I was working out and I kind of had to take a break because we were doing the boxing and I was doing pretty good. I'm not too bad at it. And the coach seems to be pretty interested in my potential, which I'm excited about. But I just, I honestly couldn't keep up. After about I would say about halfway through the workout, I couldn't keep up because I had to say, like, I was starting to see stars. I was starting to get dizzy, and I just couldn't breathe so I could push myself really, really hard, but my lungs aren't trained to the level required to keep up with, the pace of the class and what my muscles are capable of. So the rest of my body is doing wonderful, but my lungs aren't ready yet. So like I'll work out and then my ears will start popping and I really can't breathe. So what it is oxygen deprivation. So I'll be like running out of oxygen. And I used to be really trained on that. So I would use an elevation training mask. And I'd be working out at an 18,000 foot like I would adjust the mask to 18,000 feet. So I would work out and be able to work out really hard with very little oxygen. So I have my body trained on that, but I still need to get my VO2 max up in order to be able to get the appropriate oxygen to my muscles that is required, because it's been so long since I've worked out like that. So my legs are good, but the rest of my body just needs time. So, you know, I have to just keep building back up. I don't think I used the right word. I said macular degeneration, but I think I meant something else. We're charged until the number of hits have been dispensed. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Anybody last two guys? Last
20 Tarantino is on the other side.
Oh, we're talking about the vape. Okay. Yeah, I'm like super far back. Give me like 2 seconds. Laura, welcome to Bigo. Welcome to the broadcast. Shelby, welcome to the broadcast. This is so, like when you get a vape that has 10,000 hits, the battery will die before you can vape all the hits. 10,000 hits is a lot. I really hope you're right. That would be awesome. If this vape lasted that long, that would be awesome. Mary Greenwood, welcome to the broadcast. Fred goes, macular degeneration. Did I hear correct? I mean, you may have heard correct. You may not have. Or, I mean, you may have heard correct and I said the wrong thing. What I'm talking about is muscle degradation. So I don't think macular degeneration is the same thing. I think macular degeneration like your sight or your bones? I don't remember, but it's where your muscles degrade. So like I've gone through experiences that have caused my body to have to eat away at my muscles to keep me alive. So now I'm rebuilding my muscles. My lactic acid endurance is superhuman. I swear to you, right hand to God, my ability to endure pain is absolutely insane. But so like, you know, I'll have a straight face on to the point, you know, like my body will be pushed so hard that I'm falling over, but my brain is accustomed to the pain. So I'll be used to it and it won't bother me all that much. So I have to be careful sometimes. It's like being drunk. Like when you're drunk, you don't necessarily realize that you could just like kind of fall over at any point in time if you're not careful. Well, it's the same way when your body is so conditioned to pain that you don't necessarily feel it. And then you're like almost falling over, but you're not, your body isn't telling your brain that you should slow down because you're so used to it. Ryan, thanks for the hearts. Alex, welcome to the broadcast. Sue, welcome to the broadcast. ID, Sunflower, Minette, love me, welcome to the broadcast. ID, welcome to the broadcast. Minette says good night. All right, good night. CF, welcome to the broadcast. Addie, welcome to Bigo. Love yourself, welcome to the broadcast. Addie, thanks for the follow and the hearts. Malaya, Jocelyn, welcome to the broadcast. Jay, thanks for the hearts. King, welcome to the broadcast. Mikey, welcome to the broadcast. Shocks, welcome to Bigo. Katrina, welcome on. Thanks for the hearts. Fred Post eyes. Yeah, no, I'm not dealing with macular degeneration, thankfully. My eyes are doing pretty good. I got 20/20 vision, thankfully. Souls, welcome to Bigo. Issa, muscle behind the eyeballs. Yeah, I've been saying that for so long and realizing now how stupid I sounded and no one ever corrected me. But now I'm correcting myself, so we're good. And thank you for the correction. Thanks for the 500 hearts. Brittany, thanks for the follow. And hearts. Flamingo Bay, thanks for the hearts. Daddy, hello, how are you? Flamingo Bay, thanks for 100 hearts. Issa says, VIHO Turbo Vape 10K puffs. True. Ooh. You got to send me a link or something, if you will. I'd like to see that online, see if I can find it in a store. Okay, no smoke came out at all. That's concerning. I just took in a big puff and I did not have anything come out. Overslept, welcome to the broadcast. Cole, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, so like you guys know, I used to live stream in my car, and then I also learned to do a lot of walking, and now I just put two together. I'm pretty good at it. So like I'm like walking around live streaming, not having any issues. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I take it as a challenge too, you know, constant challenge. Oh man, excuse me. Cole G, welcome to the podcast. Sent link. Thank you. All right. Well, when you find Zelda, let me know. Got it. And I just want to state for the record, I don't ever mind anyone's business until they mind mine. For anyone that knows me, and that's pretty much most of you, I live in my own little world. I mind my own business. And so everybody knows, anytime anybody ever comes out and says that I'm like bothering them or minding their business, most of my fans automatically get like super suspicious and they're like, nah, that doesn't make sense. Something's wrong there, you know? Because the fact of the matter is I'm always just doing my own thing. I mean, literally doing my own thing, like all the time. So the moment somebody comes out and they're like, yeah, he's minding my business, he's doing that. And they're like, I don't know about that because, you know, I don't think he even realizes you exist. And so it's usually a good thing. And then it turns and then, you know, it gets super annoying and then the person gets super annoying. And then you kind of just have to like reintroduce them to the concept of minding their own business. And then, but like I said, until they mind my business, I don't mind theirs. Like, and that's pretty much anybody. Allison, welcome to the broadcast. Linda, thanks for the hearts. ID, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for 1,000 hearts. Flamingo Bay, thanks for 500 hearts. KB, welcome to the broadcast. I honestly don't usually mind people minding my business when it's like normal stuff. But like, you know, I'm very particular. Very, very particular. As I know most of you are too. Like attracts like. Oh man. I'm just, it's been a day, man. It's been a really good day. I would say that this is my favorite birthday out of any birthday I've ever been alive for. And I know for a fact it's only going to get better every year. From here on in to the day I die, my birthday will be better every year.
People that didn't like videos.
Before this year, it couldn't have ever gotten worse. And after this year, I mean, I don't see anything else except the probability of it getting better. I'm very excited for it. I hope the same on anybody else. You know, it's just like you got to think that way. And there's nothing wrong with putting confident energy out into the universe. Now, you know, being a little overconfident, I mean, it's dangerous. It could get your iPad cracked. But, you know, other than that, it's pretty easy just to keep things simple and stay positive. It's not that hard. Life is the challenge, you know? The challenges that come with life aren't nearly as challenging as life itself. So just remember, the next time you're facing a challenge, life could be a lot harder. Issa says, keep that positive attitude and you will do well. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Fallen, welcome to the broadcast. Slipper, welcome to the broadcast. Okay, so we're going to see if the Netflix place is still open. And if they're open, we'll go in there and we'll... Okay, so they're open. What's that? right, 1 second. I'm going to show you guys the store, but if I can't talk, I got to walk through real quick.
This is how you young love. You love until you don't. You try till you can't. You laugh until you cry. You cry until you laugh. Everyone's free. So
Thank you. So that's a quick pass through, and then I will be back and I'll take photos and stuff, and you could just look at them on like Instagram or something. I'll take like photos or videos on Instagram and you take a look. Have a good day. Thank you. All right. He says, so cool. It is pretty cool. You saw the Demogorgon? That Demogorgon is wicked. That is so cool. It's a full lifestyle Demogorgon, or lifestyle. Full life size Demogorgon. And it is very cool. Kradrober. Привет, как дела? I'm an American. Amerikanski. I told you guys, as long as I'm sharing on VK, we're going to be getting traffic from the Slavic countries. And it's been pretty fun. And it has been spilling over into real life in a very interesting way. I'm meeting a lot of cool people from a lot of cool places, from a lot of different places. They're like, you're not allowed to say that. Can't interrupt my broadcast. You're not allowed to interrupt my connection. It's illegal. Get it? Oh, come on. That was a good one. Talk to me. Oh, see, so like there's this car, and the car was white, and I thought it was mint green because of the lights, but it wasn't mint green. It was white. Yeah, I know. People are always like, there's cops, and I'm like, no way. In Hollywood? Where? The beard needs to go. I'm waiting on a family member that told me they were going to send money on Cash App tonight for my birthday. I'm waiting for them to send it so that I can go to the store and buy a razor. That way I can just shave my face. But they didn't send it yet, so I have to wait. And even better is... What? She's cute. Yes, I guess I'm not cute enough for her. That's all right. Anyway, where was I? I was saying something. Yeah. So if my stuff doesn't come in the mail by Monday, then I got a friend who's going to give me a ride on Tuesday to go pick up my stuff. So no matter what, I will have my stuff by Tuesday. I have it on Tuesday. And I'll be all ready to go. And don't worry, even with my ID and my passport, I'm not going to leave. Even with my license in a car, I will still stay. This is my home. Don't worry. Y'all ain't losing me just yet. You can't get rid of me that easy. All right, ready? Check this out. So one of my nicknames in prison was It. Skarsgård, baby. All right, ready? Check this out. Thank you. When you're in Hollywood, the only thing you see is the real deal. I absolutely love it here. You're late. What stuff am I getting? I am going to get myself a razor so I can shave my face and go back to looking my actual age. And then after that, I don't really have a plan. I mean, I'm going to hang out with a friend later on after my phone starts to die. But until then, I'm spending my birthday with you guys. Custom paint or that's probably more than likely a car wrap. I don't know, but it looks like a wrap to me. I feel like nowadays people don't really paint their cars near as much as they do the wraps. You know, it's much more common because you know you could spend like $4,000 on a paint job, or you could spend $400 on a wrap. So a lot of people usually just put the wrap on the car. What's up? He didn't look happy. I don't like him. They should replace him. I don't think any of his customers like him either, from what I hear. But anyway, I like his product. I feel like that's how it used to be for me, though. I think that's why I don't like him. He reminds me of myself. I used to be that guy that everyone wanted to buy from, but nobody wanted to talk to. And I'm not anymore, so, you know, to better days. True. You know it. Yeah, so I found the least expensive cigarettes on the Walk of Fame, from what I've found so far, is a Mike's Smoke Shop. So Mike's Shop, I think they're like $12, so it's like $12.57 after tax to get a pack of cigarettes, like a pack of Marlboros, and then the vapes. The vape shop, I'm going to have to do a little research into the vape shop because, you know, like, there's a lot of different types of vapes, so there's a lot more diligence I have to do before I find the right vape for me. I have to try a lot of different stuff first. But I'm definitely off to a good start. Like, I only show you guys, like, the official stuff that happens in Hollywood. If I showed you some of the unofficial stuff and we went off the boulevard, you would be blown away. But most of that is, like, people's private lives, so we're not going to do that. But Hollywood is a very fun and interesting place. And if you come here, I can almost guarantee you will not be bored your entire stay. And some people come here to visit and decide not to leave. And that is pretty much what happened for me. I came here on a trip, and I never left. Buying vapes online is much cheaper. I believe you, but, you know, the way I was raised is you support the local economy, you know? So, like, I want to go in and buy it from my guy. I don't want to... You know what I'm saying? Like, I could get it on the internet and get it from the manufacturer. And I'll probably do that sometimes. But it's nice to buy it from somebody that I know is taking that money and putting it towards supporting the local community. You know, they got to pay the taxes, which pays the town. You know, you get to know people in the area. Stuff like that. It's just... If you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's different. Or if you're living somewhere that you're not really interested in the community, it's different. But, like, here for me, I want to buy it from the guy. Like, I would rather pay $17 for the vape than spend $70 and have the vapes be $5 a piece. Just because those reasons. DJ, welcome to the broadcast. Nordic popcorn lung from vapes. People talk about that, and I really feel like it probably won't happen. Like, I'm doing pretty good. I'm a pretty healthy guy. I'm not really worried about it. I mean, I was a pack-a-day smoker for a while, and I was still, you know, like, I would say I was at minimum operational efficiency, but I still got the job done. So I guess what I'm saying is there's probably a lot of people on the streets of Hollywood that are happy that I smoked during the time frame that I got a lot of work done. Because I moved a lot slower. But now that I have a vape and I'm working out, I can refill. I can start building that VO2 max, and before you know it, I'm going to be back to Spider-Man status. Very excited. I won't actually do Spider-Man shit. It's just exaggeration. Excuse my language. Popcorn lungs have been debunked. Good to hear it, Issa. Thank you. Is it Issa or Issa? Issa or Issa? 1104, welcome to the broadcast. And I found out today that off the boulevard, only a couple of blocks, we do have a Whole Foods. I'm very happy about that. I like to shop organic. And, I do love Ralph's. I love Ralph's. I do. I have brands that I'm already familiar with. And so it's nice to know that if I want to go down to Whole Foods, I can. I just thought it was much further away. And then today I went with a buddy. And he's like, yeah, no, it's like 3 blocks away. I'm like, sweet. So he took me past it. I'm like, dude, that's literally within walking distance. I'm like, awesome. Funny, welcome to the broadcast. Issa. Nice to meet you, Issa. Thanks for correcting me. And if I'm saying any of your names wrong, do me a favor and correct me. Make sure that I say your name right. I do care. I do. All right, so we got more partying. It's very exciting, very fun. I have been saying it correctly. Okay, cool. Most do not. I'm pretty good. I don't know. When it comes to name pronunciation, I'm pretty good. What? I'm curious. I look because I'm curious. Aren't you curious? I know, I'm curious. Did I have a good birthday with your friend? Well, I got to hang out. Oh, my God. I got to hang out with a couple of friends today, so it's been a good birthday. See, I smile a lot, right? Some people like that I smile. They're like, yeah, smiling. Nobody smiles anymore. I'm like, I do. And then some people are like, oh my gosh, that person's smiling. What is going on? Something's wrong. I'm like, no. Nope, I'm a healthy individual. Just happy. I know it doesn't happen a whole lot, but, enjoy while you see it, I guess.
You guys ready to go?
ID, thanks for the hearts. Oh. Okay. Leak, welcome to the broadcast. So I am admittedly to the point where I am people watching quite a bit. Probably super creepy. I don't really care. But especially on Saturday and Sunday nights, there's so many people that come to the boulevard that I've never seen before. And I'm just like, ooh, new person, ooh, new person. And I just look at people. I know, I'm weird. It's fine. But I was raised people watching. It's just, just look at people. They look at you, you look at them. I don't know. It's not much to it. I'm just the one willing to admit it. Most people stare at each other every day, but they don't say anything about it. Me, I'm just like, yeah, people watch. That button is falling off. Will it get cold there in the winter? Okay, so it gets down to like 60, maybe sometimes 50 at night, but it doesn't go much lower than that. It almost never rains. So, like, on a night when I don't feel like staying with a friend, I can usually just sleep outside when I want people to leave me alone. So, like, I'll just pick a cot, I'll grab my cot, and then I'll go just, like, find somewhere to sleep where people won't bother me. And it's like, I'm telling you, sleeping outside is the only alone time I ever get because no one will follow me there. My friends won't follow me there. My family won't follow me there. So I go and I sleep outside, and, like, nobody is willing to do that. So they just kind of ignore me until the next day, and I get alone time. They're like, we don't understand why you do it. I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I do it for the alone time, and I enjoy it. But I only do it every now and again. I don't do it quite. I don't do it all that often. But every now and again I will. Tonight I'm not doing it. I just did it last night, so I have the stuff on me. But when I go to my friend's house, I'll stay with her for a night, and I'll just I'll leave it, you know. Jane, welcome to the broadcast, and thanks for the follow. Here we go. Who's ready? We're going to try to sneak through here.
I'm gonna do that one day. Listen, wait there. Come follow. Read.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 26. For if we sin willfully,
You're not allowed to shave your beard. That's the law. Now, what are you going to do when you leave here? You're going to shave your beard. You're a liar. And God hates you for that. Read.
for if we sin willfully, after that we have
God hates the sin and the sinner. Read the Bible.
for if we sin willfully, after that we receive the knowledge of the truth.
You sin willfully.
Well, guys, I'll tell you what, fame isn't for anybody, but I'll tell you, I damn sure know what to do with it. And it's a lot of fun. You believe me now? Papa Sam wrote a broadcast. Fawn says, street preacher. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, I looked over at the sign and there was a picture of Jesus with devil horns and a 666 on his forehead. So it's a very unique, street preaching. Nordic goes, uh-oh, he knows you're going to shave your beard. I know, right? Guys, stay with me long enough and you'll be tripping. It's like, me personally, I've just gotten used to the psychoanalytics, but if you stick it out with me for a couple hours a day out here, you'll be like, you'll actually start to question, whether or not it's a coincidence. It is, but it's just how it works. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, pretty much. He said, I guess, I don't know. Don't bother me none, I mind my own business. I ain't worried about it. They pick on me, I pick on them, we move on, and it's a good day, They might try to follow me home every now and again, but, it is what it is. Synchronicity. Yeah, pretty much. So I think that this one chick in my boxing class is in my broadcasts. I think she's in the live streams. I have like 200 people in here, but I recognize her name. And I'm like, is it an undercover police officer? Do they just happen to have the same name? Or is it her? And I'm like super curious to know. I want to know. What I know is it's not the same picture. It's definitely a different picture. But I'm thinking it's a fake picture. Because last time I looked, when people, I'm not going to lie to you, when people come to my broadcast and they start flirting with me, I do take a look. I take a look at the profile because I want to see what they look like. And she changed her picture. She did. So I'm like, I wonder. And she just like magically went from blonde to brown hair. Very interesting. And then the chick at the gym was like, she actually like talked to me. So as you guys know, I'm like kind of shy when it comes to like actual social events and stuff. And so like when I'm at class, I don't really talk a lot. And like this one, she really like went out of her way to talk to me. And I don't think she was flirting with me. I think she was just being friendly. But it was just really like just to, you know, causation correlation. She has the same name as someone that watches the broadcasts. And she was like talking to me a whole lot when like people don't really often talk to me in boxing class because I guess supposedly I come off as like very serious and focused. Or so I'm told. But I actually kind of hope it's the same person because she is smoking gorgeous. Yeah. Smoking. You're good. Good. You want to go fast? I know it. Go ahead. Smoking gorgeous. And I'm really hoping it's like her in real life because I'm like, then I'll feel more comfortable to talk to her. But I'm not going to there's no way to find out. Like, and I feel like changing the photo, that person probably deny it anyway, you know? So like, I'm just not gonna bother with it and just see where it goes. Nordic was interesting, very interesting. Happy birthday, says Nordic. Thank you. John McCall, welcome to the broadcast. John, how are you? My gosh, it's been years. How have you been? Guys, I told you, I remember my day ones by name. By name. Doesn't matter how big, it doesn't matter. We might be at millions, but bro, you got a name and I don't forget it. It's written in the big book, so it makes it easier for me to find. You know what I'm saying? Nora goes, wait, you got your Starbucks, but what about your birthday free Dunkies? Wait, do I get Dunkin' for free for my birthday? I might have to download it. But I feel like I kind of have to choose between Starbucks and Dunkin', and I already got my Starbucks, you know? Nordic goes, what other freebies can you get? You're wondering if other places do stuff? I bet they do. Yeah, there's like 15, 16 different places that will give you free food and free drinks for your birthday. And I'm pretty sure there's like 5 or 6 of them just on Hollywood Boulevard. Nordic, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the 100 hearts. Nordic, thanks for 100 hearts. Aaron, welcome to the broadcast. Jay, thanks for 100 hearts. Nordic says I'll look it up. All right. I mean, I'm probably not going to, but like, you're more than welcome to. You guys should see the sunset. I'm going to show you the sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. Snowboard, welcome to the broadcast. Check it out. This is what I get to see every night. Let me get past the sign. I'm going to take a screenshot. Or you know what? Will you guys take a screenshot? Because it kills my battery. When it's saving the screenshot, for some reason, it kills my battery. You take a screenshot for me? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. And then just send that to me if you could. There it goes, wow, Dunkies only gives points, no more free drinks. Yeah, most places really don't give you free stuff, even for your birthday anymore, which is like super surprising. But like at Starbucks, dude, I signed up for my birthday. I got a $9 drink for free. It was like $8.50 before tax. It was like a $9 drink, and I got it for free. It was a pumpkin something. It was it had like 4 shots of espresso in it. My gosh, I was like awoken in my third eye for like the whole day. It's ridiculous. There was so much caffeine in it. Took a screenshot. Thank you. Yeah, so I got, will you send that to me then? Because like tonight's sunset is actually far more fabulous than it is usually. It's you know, our sunsets are awesome out here. But like tonight, I guess the sun is in just the right place. Clouds are in just the right place where there's like a reflection of the sun off the clouds. So thank you. Cool, Reddit link. Reddit link for free food? Okay. I have to admit to you, Reddit is like one social platform. Excuse me. Reddit is one social platform that I do not have. I just don't use it. Whoa, there's people up there. Wait, check this out. I have never seen, dude, I've been here a year and a half. I've never seen people up there. Check that out. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the amount of money it probably costs to go up there? Like, I can't, like, obscene amounts of money. I can't even imagine. To be up in a place like that, my gosh. I can only imagine. I can only imagine and take a screenshot from far away. You know, like at best. Oh God. Okay. So we're down to the last like 20%. So, I mean, I'm not going to call it quits. We'll probably get down to like 5%. So you guys have me for probably another round. Yeah. Oh, and I will give you a tip as a streamer. If you live stream, do not, I repeat, do not make friends with people in real life. I don't care how close you are to them. I don't care how much you like them. When you constitute a relationship with somebody online through social media, it's a different animal. It's not the same. Most like fans will not see you as a person in the way that they think they do. They got to know you and got their first impressions through the internet. It happens. Okay, guys, like I know it does happen. Like it could work out. 9 times out of 10, it is such a bad idea. And I understand that we live in a society that is like majoritatively lottery approach, where we're like, hey, there's 1 in a million chance, let's buy the ticket. But just if you do me a favor and pass on it most times, just in case, because I don't want to see you guys getting emotionally damaged, you know, it's just not worth it. I've said my piece. I'm leaving it be, you know? Nisa, welcome to the broadcast. John, thanks for the follow. Jonas, welcome to the broadcast. I will get shawarma soon. I am 1 paycheck away from shawarma. I just always wanted to try it ever since I saw it in the Avengers in the end scene. And very soon, I am less than 1 week away from buying shawarma and eating shawarma. I don't know what it tastes like, but I smell it every day when I pass. God, but it just smells like heaven. Pun intended. It smells so good. John says the only time you meet someone online, unless you have a connection or you know that person for a long time. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Island Woman, welcome to the broadcast. Like even Tinder, I'm like super careful with Tinder. I'll meet somebody the same day from Tinder in real life, but like to see them again is like a rare experience. Just because it's like, it's risky. I'm sorry, but it really is. The internet is like super risky if you're not careful. And when you think about it, we actually access less than 1% of the internet on average compared to what actually exists beyond the structured and organized internet. And it's still super dangerous for most of us. So, like, just be careful. I tell you, I'm like super careful, and I still, from time to time, run into unique and interesting experiences that I have to put a lot of work in to leverage for the positive. Sven, welcome to the broadcast. Cupcake, welcome to the broadcast. John says he hates Tinder. He's sorry. There's nothing wrong with, having what you have against online dating apps. I mean, most of them suck and they don't work right. And it's mostly just like people trying to clickbait you and, what do they call it? Jailbait you or catfish you. It happens a lot. But like me personally, like I'll talk to somebody, and unless they're willing to meet in real life, I don't even go to another platform. Like I won't text them. I won't do anything with anybody in any way, not even flirting beyond the very typical, simple way, unless I meet them in person. Because the reality is, and for some reason, most people are just not careful enough to think this way. You really don't actually know. I don't care like how clever or smart you think you are. You don't know for sure who you're talking to until you meet them in person. You just don't. And it's the same way online with fans and people that you meet through platforms like this. Like, you guys are awesome. But to this day, I do have fans that, like, I don't technically know if you're the person that, I don't know if it's actually you. Like, I've had people that I met in real life who were not the person they said they were online. Now, thankfully, they told me before we met, they're like, hey, so like my online profile is bogus because for privacy reasons. I'm like, yeah, I get that. That's fine. I'm just going to be a little more careful when we meet in public. And they're like, okay. And so then, I slide that in there saying we're going to meet in public. And so then we meet in public. And when who I thought was a 19-year-old woman or a 25-year-old woman turns out to be a 45-year-old man, well, they're still a fan. And I just, I make the mental shift to be like, yeah, it's not a big deal. And it really isn't, because that's like their persona and that's how they live. To each their own. But it leaves me in a position where I have to be a little more socially flexible and far more careful than your average person when I'm dealing with people on the internet. ID says, have you ever met someone in person from online? Actually, quite often, believe it or not. And I would say half the time, the people that I meet in person are not who they said they were online. And that's like, some people are like so obsessed with the show Catfish, so they're like, oh my gosh, they're a bad person. They had a fake profile. People do it for privacy reasons. Some people, like a lot of people, don't do it for like hiding or causing problems. They literally just do it because they don't want people to know who they are. So I would say about half the time I meet fans from online in person, they're not even the people that they claim to be on the internet. And so it's pretty common, actually. IDs, yeah. Welcome to the broadcast. Nikki, welcome to the broadcast. John says, you can find out a fake profile in seconds. Well, that's good. I usually do it the old-fashioned way. I'm internet savvy, but I'm not a professional. So, I'm a social media professional, but I'm not like a internet professional whiz. I'm not really smart with the internet and with technology to the point where I could figure that kind of stuff out. Issa says, if you ever met online person, you do a background check first. Too paranoid. I really don't. And the reason being, if you look up my name online, I'm not the person that comes up. If you do a background check on me, I'm not the person that comes up. So after what happened to me, as you guys know, I don't really judge based on that, and I don't even check into it. I kind of just meet people in person and give them a chance, and I feel them out. And it's not that hard to know when someone is sketchy and when someone's not. I think we have human intuition. It's not that hard to figure out. Once again, just my viewpoint. Joshua, welcome to the broadcast. Sarwana, welcome to Bigo. Mr. O, welcome to the broadcast. John says, you're really professional. That's good. Issa says, true, especially if you have a common name. Yeah, I don't have a common name. I just got really unlucky in that way. But I came to California, and it turns out in this state, I'm very lucky with my name because the only other people in this state that share my name are like really high class professionals. So it kind of worked out in my favor on a social level. Very happy about that. So where there's bad luck, there may be also good luck. It's just about what doors you close and what doors you open, you know?
It's when I saw it online. It's just been sold out.
Zeta, welcome to the broadcast. John says, if you look up search by image app, you can find pictures are stolen from websites in Google. Yeah, I know, but like that's kind of been a thing for like 2 decades, you know? Like we already know that we could do that, you know? I don't know. Like I said, I mean, if that's for you, that's for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are like super, super protective, and I think that's important. Like I never, like when I have a family, I won't be so like lax about stuff. But as of right now, I'm like, I don't have much of a reason to worry about anything. So I mostly don't worry. Thanks for the follow, Zeta. Danielle, thanks for the follow. Jade, welcome to the broadcast. I will also tell you, a lot of famous people and celebrities use fake profiles online. And I've met in person famous people and celebrities who had fake profiles online, like other people that work in the same industry who use fake profiles to be able to watch other people online. Like you guys know that I just go in with my profile because to me it's just so complicated to put in all that effort. But yeah, so like I vet somebody in person when I meet them. I don't really vet them from the internet. Like if I'll feel somebody out on the internet, and if I think they're like at least decent, then I'll meet them in person, and whether or not they're decent in person decides whether or not I take it any further, you know? John goes, I followed you. I saw that. Thank you. All right. I gotta go to the bathroom. And the streets are starting to get more crowded. And so the bandwidth is starting to get taken up on the towers. And so my internet may not be slowing down, but it's costing a lot more battery to keep the live stream running. So I'm going to start on my way to my friend's house, because more than likely we'll be down to 5-10% by the time I get there. All right, give me like 2 minutes. Fred, thanks for the hearts. He says, oh, John says, famous people with the blue check mark on Facebook. What does that mean anymore? You know, you can buy a check mark nowadays in most places, on most platforms. Issa says, I met Robert Redford in person. He does not look the same. I don't know who that is, but you can tell me. You send me a link. I'll take a look at his IMBD or what do you call it? Wikipedia. Fred Arts. Those real people. Okay. All right, give me 2 minutes. Be right back. I gotta pee. Lisa says sound off. Yes. Lydia, thanks for the follow. I'll tell you what. Something that is very true that I was once told is that it's better to know than the devil you don't. I'll give you an example. My life offline in Hollywood is hell. It's tough. I could not possibly describe to you how difficult my life actually is. I don't ever talk about it, but I'm just going to give you that. Like, I don't even say that. I don't even complain, but I'll tell you, in real life, my life is so difficult in Hollywood. And I don't even tell my friends about it. I don't complain to my friends about it. But my gosh, is it difficult. And so the devil I know instead of the devil I don't. The devil I don't know is life in Hollywood offline. And it's really freaking scary. Now, life in Hollywood online is very easy for me because I constantly have a camera on me and, witnesses and, pretty much all the people I wouldn't want to associate with in real life off camera either stay away from me or just clock me when they go past me, So it's good, it's much easier just being live and just being online when I'm in public. Now, oh, she's cute. Now, my life in private is really easy. So life in Hollywood offline, let me say it that way. Life in Hollywood offline in public is difficult and kind of scary. Life in Hollywood offline in private is really easy. So essentially what I'm telling you is life offline in public is just like, I don't know how to put it. It's just not something I'm used to. I'm not used to being around so many people all the time without having some way to mentally escape. And like coming online is a very easy way for me to like not have to focus on what's happening in real life. Like in real life, if someone walks past me and they whisper something in my ear, that's really super weird. And I'm not on my phone. Well, it kind of freaks me out. I'm like, what the heck? But if I'm live, I don't really have time to turn around and wonder why somebody just whispered in my ear, And believe it or not, for how much I'm live, it happens quite often. Like people do actually, every now and again, they'll walk by. I don't know if you guys actually hear it, but every now and again, somebody will walk by and they'll be like, and I'm like, that's super weird. Please don't do that. In my head, that's what I say in my head. I don't say it out loud because I'm live with you. But being live with you, when people do weird stuff, it's very easy to ignore them. But if I'm not live, I don't have a reason to ignore them other than just like doing the right thing. And sometimes that's not enough, especially when people aren't watching. I'm going to be completely honest. Bea says, happy birthday. Thank you. Isha says, camera is protection for you. Smart. Yes, it's very, very convenient. Bea, thanks for the follow. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's one of the big reasons why I would live stream so much when I used to travel, is because when I'm live on camera, most of the people that try to get away with stuff do it off camera. Like the shady stuff that people do, they're not going to do it when they know a whole bunch of people are watching. Usually. So it cuts out a lot of weirdos when I stay live, which I really like. Nordic, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, I'm going to make the turn here and call it a night. It's been a good day. What's up? You look good.
Oh my gosh.
Nordic, thanks for the hearts. Jake, thanks for the hearts. Island, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, and I'm going to be going to this girl's house, right? And she's going to be like, it's your birthday. And I'm going to be like, I want to go to sleep. And she's going to be like, but it's your birthday. And I'm going to be like, and that's going to be my night. I'm going to see if I can get away with it. I'm going to go to her house and see if I can just go to bed.
5 minutes.
Enjoy your evenings, Isha. I will. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Like, I kind of just want to sleep outside, but I don't like when I sleep outside. People get weird about it, and I don't need people getting weird with me. Like, I can handle like a day or two of people acting all weird, but it's just so annoying when people are like, oh my gosh, you slept outside last night. I'm like, when I sleep outside, people leave me alone. I stay clean, I shower, I eat, I have money. But when I sleep outside, I'm able to kind of just not be bothered by people, you know? But like I said, on the nights that I do sleep outside, word usually gets around, and then the next day they're just kind of being dicks to me and stuff, so I try not to. And I really don't have to. Like, I'm not feeding you a story. I really don't have to sleep outside. I just don't like how people treat me on the nights that I do sleep outside. But when I need privacy, I don't have anywhere else to get it. I can't even get privacy in my own, you know, in my own apartment, because, like, I'm glad that my friends always want to hang out. I'm really happy about that. It's just they'll be knocking on the door all the time, and sometimes I need time to myself. But like, we always have projects going on and stuff that we're doing, so they hit me up anyway, even if they know I need time alone. But I would rather sometimes just have time to myself, and I do not, to this day, after being in Hollywood for a year and a half, I do not get time to myself unless I am outside. So sometimes I have to. My friends will see this and they'll be like, "Oh, you're a jerk," but they'll still hang out with me. They'll still ask me to work on the projects, you know. But I'm being real about it, you know. Like, it's just, I chose friends that don't know how to leave me alone, and I'm glad, because if I was left alone all the time, I don't think I'd be making healthy choices. So it's good. Jay says, enjoy the rest of your birthday. Thank you. Guys, I'm going to be live with you for like another half hour yet. I will stay live for another half hour yet, and I'm about to walk off the boulevard, so like it's actually going to be super quiet. We're going to have some alone time for like 30 minutes. Issa gave me birthday balloons. Thank you. And Jay, thanks for the 100 hearts. Overslept. Welcome back to the broadcast. Vegas Vixen, welcome to the broadcast. But yeah, it's just perfect. We'll walk down a thing here. I'll get down to Sunset, and then by the time I get to the apartment, we'll be at like 5%. Very good timing. Very, very good timing. And then I'll plug up. I'll be fully charged. Guys, I'll tell you what. I mean, the night is young. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. So I might actually, after hanging out with her for a little while, maybe I'd just take a shower and change. I might come back out here, you know? As long as, I mean, I don't know how late she's willing to let me come in for the night, but as long as I'm good, then I'll just, you know, I'll come back out and live stream you guys again. Because it is a Saturday night, so it's going to be pretty busy on the boulevard. So something really interesting is actually happening in my life, where like if you guys see me like avoiding people and stuff, and it's pretty obvious that there's like certain people that I'm avoiding, I'm actually like, so there are people who are within the celebrity community that have found out about me in Hollywood and like know that I exist, and sometimes they'll like send out a scout or like someone to, you know, if they want to try and pull me into their atmosphere and figure out how they can either use me or have me work for them or something. And it's not that I'm fully trying. See, like, there's vendors here, and I could go through the vendors and spend my money, but I'm trying to save my money. So, but yeah, they'll send out like scouts trying to get me to talk to them and stuff. And my goodness. And so that's who I'm avoiding, are like, I'm not even kidding you, celebrity scouts and people who scout out people that have the potential to be a celebrity. So, and when I say, you know, I'm talking about like a real celebrity, not just like I'm the kind of celebrity that's like as famous as real celebrities, but I'm technically not a celebrity, so I don't count. But like, there's people that want to make me count. I am adamant on getting a 9 to 5 and pleasing. I hate to tell you, but until I please my family in the appropriate ways, and I make my parents proud, the ones that raised me, for all the work they put in to raise me, I'm not going to be satisfied. I'm not moving into the celebrity life, no matter how capable I am, as long as I don't lose the opportunity until I have a job for a while and I got like a backup plan. Because that's what I was taught, and they're right, Because God forbid, because you guys saw what happened with internet fame. I got internet famous, couldn't even get a job. And so now, while there's like a dip in everything, and I have time, well, I can go and work on myself, get a regular job, and build a resume, and have a good background to my regular life. And that way, if I ever fall off or have another scandal, then I'm good to go. I can still, I'll have a regular job, or I'll be able to get another regular job, and I'm not just like falling off the map. What happened, I am not letting this happen twice, I'll tell you that much. This is definitely not happening twice. Rosanna, thanks for the follow. It's me, welcome to Broadcast. Barry, welcome to Bigo. ID joined. ID says, does your family live nearby? No, I grew up in Pennsylvania, so like the people I grew up with are very, very, very far away. They're like 3,000 miles away from me. Thank you for the 1,000 hearts. You cool? Welcome to the broadcast. Jay, thanks for the 500 hearts. Yeah, you ask me a question, I'll usually give you an answer. I guess sometimes I get upset because it's like I really fit in Hollywood. I do, like I belong here. And the type of way that like I feel like I should have grown up here. And sometimes I actually feel sometimes I feel like I fit in right into the community in a regular way as if I did grow up here, and I didn't. And so there's a lot of times where admittedly I get jealous of people that grew up here because like if I had grown up here, life would have gotten this good for me much more soon had I found this place sooner or had I grown up here, But I just grew up in a place that I really didn't belong, and I kind of had to find my way here. So I'm 29 years behind, or 28 years behind schedule, and I'll never get those years back. But, maybe one day I have a family and I can raise one here or something, as long as they end up being like me or I end up with somebody that's from here, But that's where I'm at with all of it. Vic, welcome to broadcast. Look at me now, welcome to broadcast. Yeah, so I did talk to my buddy, one of my friends. He unfortunately he's dealing with some health issues, and he'll be going to the doctor. So like I'm not going to see him for a minute or two, a couple of days. He's probably going to be in the hospital for a couple of days. He's got some sort of health, oh my goodness, some type of health thing going on. So I'm really hoping he's going to be okay. And I told him, I said, when you go to the doctor, tell me, let me know what's going on and that you're okay. And he's like, okay. And you know what okay means? Okay means he's probably not going to tell me. But I'm going to press him. I'm going to try to get him to tell me because I want to know, But anyway, ID, welcome to Bigo. P-Girl, welcome to Bigo. Oh, that smells so gross. Oh. It's just on somebody like, the street right now is just, I just took a nice big whiff and it was not good. Gojo, welcome to Bigo. ID, Roy, welcome to the broadcast. London, welcome to Bigo. Stevie, welcome to the broadcast. Now, okay. Yeah, so a couple things. Depending on how much birthday money I do get, I will get myself a nice tripod, hopefully. I could afford it and be in the situation for it. Get a tripod and a chair. Because I know you guys like seeing me walk around and it's exciting to see me walk around. I am welcome to the broadcast. But it could be nice just to post up a chair and a little tripod somewhere and not have to be moving around all day, Man, I'll tell you what, the sidewalk is, there is nobody on the sidewalk tonight. It's really weird. For Saturday night, I figured there'd be a whole bunch of people, but there's just not. There's nobody out here. Even the streets are pretty quiet. There's not a lot of people driving around. Yeah, so I don't know if this is just me attracting women of this caliber, but like I keep meeting a lot and matching with women from WeHo, which is West Hollywood. So West Hollywood's pretty nice. And I keep matching with, or like hooking up with, oh, you got me. Women from West Hollywood. So I'm counting my blessings. But apparently the majority rules that the women from West Hollywood prefer my vibe. And apparently my vibe fits West Hollywood. So I'm like, okay. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Sounds good to me. As you're coming into the broadcast, say hello. Let me know where you're from. My name is James. I'm from Hollywood, California. And I live broadcast a lot. And I talk to people a lot. And our numbers continue to grow. We just passed 300 followers. Which I know that's not a lot of followers, but like there's a lot of viewership. So like I get, I would say 1,500 to 2,000 people visiting my profile every like 2 or 3 days. I don't post those numbers anymore like I used to, because like what I found out is that there's numbers. So, and this is pretty, I mean, it sounds like common sense, but not everybody gets the whole idea. Like there's numbers that they show the public, and then there's numbers that they show you, right? So like there's numbers that I see that you don't, and there's numbers that we both see. And so what I found out is when I share the statistics, not the statistics, when I share, well, I guess it's stats. I guess they're stats. The stats that I see that you don't, when I share them with you, then I get throttled. Like my broadcasts get throttled and the amount of traffic I get goes down. I'm guessing because I'm not supposed to show you guys those numbers. I could tell you those numbers and hopefully get away with it, but apparently I'm not supposed to post those numbers, so I don't post them anymore. Amber says, did any of my PA family move to Cali with me? Are you all close-knit? No. They're now starting to talk to me again and like actually be willing to be in my life again, which is really cool. But no, they're not. They're like, I don't really have anybody from back home who lives here. I do have like cousins and stuff that live in Cali. I don't talk about them. I haven't really even told anybody about that till now, but I actually I have a lot of distant family that lives in Cali, like a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean like to the point where there's people I'm hanging out with that I'm finding out I'm related to, that I didn't even know I was related to until after we hung out and we were like talking about family and talking about different people we're connected to. And they're like, oh my gosh, like, you know the Mick you know who's? And I'm like, yeah, I know the Mick you know who's. They're my cousins. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's my cousin. And I'm like, oh, well, all right, well then we're related, because we're literally third cousins. And so I'm meeting people that I'm actually related to, which is totally, I mean, in my opinion, totally wild. Like, what are the odds that I'm meeting? And, I guess like attracts like, so it's possible. But I'm like meeting people that I'm related to. And now, after having had that happen, I'm trying to be very careful when I meet up with these ladies to like have more conversation about family and stuff, to make sure that I don't have sex with my cousin. I want to make sure that I'm not like sleeping with or having sexual intercourse with someone I'm related to. And thus far, I've done pretty good in that perspective and made sure not to sleep with any of my family. But it's like apparently I have a lot of family in Hollywood, so, or at least in the Southern California area, or in Southern California and like Los Angeles. So I always ask first. Like, we talk about family and who we're related to. It's like an important topic for obvious reasons. Mark, welcome to Bigo. Melzy, welcome to Bigo, and thanks for the hearts. ID, welcome to the Richo Slime, welcome to the broadcast. Guillermo, welcome to the broadcast. Tyler, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, so like apparently my dad's name, his birth name, isn't his actual name or his grandfather or something. So like he got adopted. And so apparently he is related to like a lot of people from a lot of big families that are like super prominent in the country. And he was like separated from his family. And so he never, like, I guess that was my grandfather, didn't really know any of his wealthy, super connected family. And then I did a lot of research on my own, and I came out here and I did my due diligence. And it turns out that both my mom and my dad, now on my mom's side, they got a pretty connected family and they know a lot of people. We come from some important Norse families back on the Eastern Hemisphere. But my dad is apparently connected to a lot of really powerful people here in this country. But it's just that we haven't had any dealings with them since my great-grandfather's generation because they haven't known any of their family because my grandfather was adopted. So in a very interesting twist, not much different than myself, where I was, I grew up in a foster situation. And that situation had me be away from people that I should have known sooner, people that I could have been connected with who could have helped my life to get to a better place more quickly. And then I kind of just did my research and, I got out here and now I'm getting my life into a position that it's supposed to be in. So I might try to come out and broadcast with you guys again. It's just like, it's kind of late. And if I go to her house and she doesn't she's probably not going to want to open the door at like 9 or 10 o'clock. That's my guess. So like once I go in for the night with her, she's probably not going to want me to leave and then come back. So plus my legs are pretty sore. Like I said, I did walk. I walk hours and hours and hours a day, and then I also was doing the HIIT training today and the boxing. So I'm pretty tired. Probably pretty tired the next couple of days. And then on top of that, with the VO2 max, I mean, there's a possibility that I do have a high VO2 max and energy levels. It's just I do so much walking and moving around during the day, and then I also work out. So it's like, my body isn't used to that much physical exercise. It's just like, it's literally an outrageous amount of, without trying to toot my own horn, it actually is an outrageous amount of physical exercise. So, I figure on days, if I have days, maybe I'll try a day before or the day of, whenever I work out, I'll try not to walk 10 hours, and then maybe, I'll actually be able to do the whole workout and not have to quit halfway through. But we'll see. Amber says, oh, you were a foster kid. That's cool. My friend was a foster kid too. Yeah, I was put in foster care when I was about 5 months old. And I was in foster care in the same family my whole life. So I'm not really I am a former foster youth, but I pretty much was raised in a family that is a lot like the family that I was born into to begin with. So essentially I got a very similar upbringing to what I would have gotten had I been raised in a healthier version of my birth family. ID says, are you close to your foster family? Some of them. I talked to some of them. I mean, they're not necessarily supportive or in agreement with some of my life choices or my career path. But that's because they're very, pragmatic, stoic, logistical types. I'm very much a creative. I am logical, and they help me to be able to build on those skills and know how to, articulate scenarios and think logically. But I am most definitely a creative, and so we don't always see eye to eye in that way. I'm a lot tougher than I used to be. I grew up on a farm. I kind of wish that, in some ways, I could go back and be the person back then that I am now. Now, I could throw hay all day. Now, I could pick corn all day. Now, I could pick apples and not ruin the whole batch all day. You know, I could do whatever would be needed on the farm. Now, I have the proper respect, and like I've just from my experiences and things that I've been through, both good and bad, I've learned a lot of respect. And, you know, if I'm told don't do this and do that, before you even, like, I used to, like, ask for a reason and, like, demand to be told why, you know, like I was owed those explanations. And now I kind of just go with the flow, and it's like, I know how to be a subordinate, I know how to follow orders, I know how to do what I'm told and get the job done, you know? You should see the moon right now. The moon only has one sliver to it showing, and the moon right now is absolutely beautiful. It is so beautiful. And the sun during the day is covered in fog these past few days. And you can see the sun through the clouds, and it looks so beautiful. And I wish that I had a better camera to show you. I just don't have a good enough camera to put it on live stream or to even take a picture of it. But like I said, the sun out here with the clouds in the sky during the day is so cool because you can see it through the clouds. And then the moon at night is beautiful every single night. Usually you can see it. I can't see every single night because some nights you can't see it. But for the most part, it's usually, you know, beautiful. And like tonight, there's only a sliver showing, but it's like orange. And it just looks really cool. And believe it or not, Los Angeles, West Los Angeles, and like Santa Monica, from like Huntington Beach to Santa Monica, is one of the best places in California to see the stars. I never would have guessed that, you know, because it's like the city. But apparently it's one of the best places to see the stars in the state. Amber had said, okay. ID says, do you miss farm life? Oh, sorry. I thought that person was on a bicycle and I thought I was about to get hit. I'm like half asleep. So, do I miss? Yes, I miss farm life. I tell you, I was not near as active in farm life as I could have been. I really wasn't. But I miss it. I really do. And, you know, it's a part of my life that I would like now at this point in my life, I'm super prepared for, and I could totally do it. And I'm probably going to end up working for a farmer out here. And it's just like ridiculous because, you know, the family I was raised in, they got a farm back home. And I could have been working for them. And it's fine. Like, my life is here. And my life is supposed to be here. So it's meant to be. But it's just, like, I feel bad because, like, I could have been working on the farm back home. And now I'm going to be working for somebody out here, more than likely. And, like, what are the odds that I end up working for another farmer? But, yeah, it's just sometimes the way the cookie crumbles. I wasn't that big of a person. Like, till I reached the age of 18, I was pretty small. I was, like, 5'2". Didn't really have any muscle. And then I literally just like became huge muscular wise and size wise like overnight. And I'm still growing. Like I still have inches. Like I'm 30 years old and I still have inches to get taller. And I'm still growing, which is ridiculous. But my dad was that way. He didn't, until he was 36 years old, he was not done growing. So I'm still growing at the age of 30. Knight, welcome to the broadcast. Williams says happy birthday. Thank you. I am going to have to shut down. I'm going to be shutting down in about 2 minutes. So thanks for being present in the broadcast. Thanks for hanging out with me. And don't forget to send me a message, hit me up, follow. And once again, I know you guys are all nagging me. You want me live on TikTok. Until we reach 1,000, TikTok can't happen. And we currently got more on Beagle than we got on TikTok. So you're probably going to be seeing me here for a while. But I can tell you the TikTok community wants me there, but it's not happening until we start putting our attention into TikTok. All right, I'm going to go. Fonzie, have a good night. Sue, thanks for the hearts. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Peace for now. I'm going to give you guys like a minute until I cross the street here to go ahead and follow. Because once I shut the broadcast down, then you won't be able to, like, it's just going to disappear. You won't be able to follow. So go ahead and follow real quick. And then I'll shut the broadcast down in like a minute.